All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, Najawash family. How are you guys doing today? This is another day. Yes, another Friday. As you all know, every Friday is our debate. In case you're just joining us and you're passing by, we have this debate every Friday, 6 p.m. Nigerian time. So we're going to be talking about the things that is affecting us right now in Nigeria, and also going to talk about our brother MegaComrade and Amigo Edegbe, as you know that there is situation currently going on right now, my people. How not day? I salute every one of you. If you're just joining us right now, please help us to share, like, let others know that we are right here now, and let's do this together. Let's do this together, my people. Help me to share, make the share. Um, we are gonna go straight to the point. As you can see, I didn't play any music. We need to go straight to the point. We have the link right there on the comment section. It's all about first come, first serve. If you want to join us, just use the link. No time to play music. We are just going straight to the point. We're already late. 15 minutes late already. So we just need to do this right now. I already have two of our panelists in the backstage right now. So people are not there. Let me go to the comment section to quickly acknowledge my wonderful family. Mother of all, mommy, the aspirant in the building. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to you, mommy. Thanks for joining us. Paco Barase, I see you right there. Good evening to you. Thank you very much for joining us, my brother Israel Samuta. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate you. Samson Scott, I do live watch, my brother. I see every one of you right there. Thanks very much for joining us. Usaf Jimo is right there. Joy P. Osaga, that is right there. Good evening to every one of you. Thanks very much for joining us. Imafidon, Dominic, Iriag Mose, I see you right there. And God bless every one of you. Thank you, my people. Let's do this together. I can see Osai Bavo Okonga is right there with us. Good evening to you all, to every one of you. Father Evangelist Man of God, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much. Naomi Bella, good evening to every one of you. Mary Kimade is right there with us. Owen Yori, thanks very much for joining us. Samson Scott, thank you, my people. You know, get one of Germany, I can see you right there. God bless every one of you. Also, Francis, thank you. Now, God bless you. Now, let's just move on straight to the point right now. Obadia Gento, I see you right there, my lovely brother. Thanks very much for joining us. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. Let me welcome the panelists that's already here with me. Let me welcome them to the stage before we just move on. Brother Nice, thanks very much for joining us. Good evening to you. How are you doing today? Happy weekend to you.
Yeah, same to you, my brother. Happy weekend. God bless you. Thank
God
you
bless
for
you, my brother.
inviting me. Yeah.
Thank you, lovely brother. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I have Faith Wilfred right there with us. Thanks for joining us. Oses More, see you right there. Good evening to every one of you. Let me welcome Destiny. Brother Destiny, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us.
Good evening, sir. How is family? And
I'm
how is
very
Nigeria doing?
We are here, or we did here. Thank you.
It not be easy.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let's do this together. We have Mr. Jimo Elmo with us. Mr. Jimo, good evening to you, sir. How are you doing today?
Good evening, my brother. Good evening, everybody. I'm very fine. And how are you?
I'm very fine, sir. I'm very fine, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
God bless you, sir. All right, I'll be coming back to every one of you soon, and we are still expecting others to join us. We still have some space there. But listen, guys, it's all about first come, first serve. Let's talk about the things that's affecting us. As you all know, that on this platform, we all are learning from each other. Nobody's better than anybody on this platform. Not me, not you. We all are equal, and we're learning from each other. So let's continue to do this on the comment section. You guys are marvelous. You're wonderful. I appreciate you all. Thanks very much, my people. For those of you that are going to be calling in later, please let's be conscious of what we say. If we are contributing, listen, the way forward is always better when you are contributing to a case like this. Destroying people and condemning people in totality, I'm not part of it. All right. Even though I'm doing wrong, if you want to advise me and give me the way forward. That's the most important thing. All right. It's just that unfortunately, some people condemn you, like we have anyone that is perfect. Nobody is perfect. Please, let's do this. together in a way that others can learn from us. Samsi, oh, Scott, please, you must turn on your mic. Please turn on your mic. We cannot add you to the stage if you cannot turn on your mic is not turned on, and your camera is not turned on. So if you don't want to turn your camera on, that's not a problem, but you must turn on your mic. That's the only way we can add you to the screen. But I have to move to Engineer Ken. Engineer Ken, good evening to you, sir. Thanks very much for joining us. How are you doing today?
Good evening, my dear brother. May the Lord bless you and give you strength and wisdom to lead this platform. You know, I have a vision that you know, we're going to already start this platform to become a political party.
Amen.
You know?
Okay, we never know. Okay.
Yes. We're going to do that. Yes.
All right. No problem. Okay, Mr. Sansi, you have done that right now. Thank you very much, Engineer Ken. Please mute yourself for now. I'll be coming back to you again later on.
Okay, Mr. Sansi.
Hello, Sansi. I'm getting myself back. We can't accept this. Please turn down every device where you're watching me from and talk to us. Good evening to you, Sansi. How are you doing today?
Good evening, Mr. Naija Wash. I'm
Thank you.
fine. I greet everyone there, every member in the house, and everyone watching out there at the comment section. I say good evening and happy Friday to everyone.
Thank you. Happy weekend to you, sir. Please mute yourself for now until I call back on you. Thank you. Yes, my people, before we have more people, we still have some space left. So anybody can use the opportunity to utilize that link right there on the comment session before the seat is filled up. Right, my people, earlier on today, we talk about what is currently going on. We are going to be starting. Should we start with Kingsley Moghalu, Buhari, or should we just go start from those states? MegaComrade and Omega Edegbe? I don't know. I always like to carry everybody along. On the comment section, please, guys, respond to this. Should we start from, federal, the presidency race right now, or should we start with those states? MegaComrade and Omega Edegbe? Put it on right there on the comment section. And let's move on. Before you get back to me on that, let me quickly do one or two things here. All right, my people, some vital informations are reaching me right now from those states, from some important people. We'll be revealing this later on, but let me just see what you guys are saying. Some of you are already saying that, okay, we should start with MegaComrade, Edo State. Okay, we should start with Edo State and all that. Okay, that's fine. Earlier on today, we have our brother who came on air, Chris Osa Media. Chris Osa Media is one of those APC dedicated supporter, who have advocated for Pastor Sagi Zeyamo in the past, and also have also advocated for Comrade Adam Soshomole in the past to date, though not in the past to date, So I think he's a very, very strong member of APC, but I'm not too sure its position in the APC because I'm not a politician. So he came on air today to counter MegaComrade and Omega Edegbe. As you all know, MegaComrade and Omega Edegbe has been in Edo State now for a couple of weeks, seeking for the office of to become a lawmaker in Edo State. So he actually came out, he cried out how they have treated him, how he was screened out, how he wants APC to pay back his money and all that. So yes, and because we are concerned, the reason why most of us are concerned because we live abroad, and if this can happen to MegaComrade and Omega Edegbe, who knows next? It could be you, it could be me, it could be anyone. So because of that, if you know you have a good heart, if you know you have the interest of the people genuinely at heart, you need to show concern on this. But despite that we are showing concern on this, we still need to go extra miles to know what is happening. Yesterday, I actually came out to talk about what is currently going on in the APC, how they are selling these tickets, how they have decided who to give the ticket to, and all that. I revealed some details yesterday. If you didn't follow us, if you didn't watch it, it's right there on our channel. I titled it APC Secret Exposed. All right, MegaComrade have been talking about all these things that have been happening all this while, even till now. Today he came out again, and according to his own title, he stated APC should give me my 25 million naira. So I put it right there. APC must pay my 25 million naira. So before that, let me move on. Mr. Jimo Elmo, I think turning on your mic, you can't be added to the screen. Bennett Obedi, thanks very much for joining us. Good evening to you. How are you doing today?
Good.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you very much for joining us.
All right.
Thank you. All right. Please just mute yourself for now. We have Diobala. Diobala, thanks for joining us. Where are you joining us from? Thank you very much for joining us. Good evening to you.
Thank you, boss. It's Tiobala.
Okay, Diobala. Okay, sorry.
From the what you
All right. Which country are you joining us from?
United States.
United States. Thank you very much, my brother, for showing interest on our channel today and what is currently affecting us in Nigeria. God bless you.
Thank you.
All right, let's move on. Mr. Jimo Ewan is already there with us. Mr. Hakim, thanks for joining us. Good evening to you. How are you doing today, my brother?
Good evening, brother. Thank you very much, and thanks to the fellow panelists. Good evening to you, everyone. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you to every one of you. Like I said before, we have a lot of people just joining in now on the comment section. I think we need to move on. Like I was saying before, we've done some investigation about what is currently going on in the APC. We revealed that yesterday. MegaComrade have been talking, I'll be exposing, yelling and all that, on how he was treated. Listen, and they talk and they say, that's where they beat, if you stop and make it not cry, right? Yes. MegaComrade is, to be honest, if anybody want to beat anybody, not go beat MegaComrade, to be honest, except you really want your name to spread everywhere on social media. Now it happens so. So I believe, say these people with this APC, they don't jam rock. Because they are dealing with, if you know, not be small thing. Anyway, I can see more people are trying to join us. The screen is already filled up. Chris, thanks for joining us. Good evening to you. How are you doing today, Chris? Where are you joining us from? Brother Chris, can you hear me? Okay, Brother Chris, you are struggling with your network now. We can't hear you. Anybody who mistakenly lose their position right now, someone else will take over because I have 36 people. Okay, Brother Chris, I can hear you right now. Good evening to you. How are you doing?
Good evening, Nigerian Boss family.
Thank you. Thank you very much for joining us. I'll come back to you. Please, you need to work on your noise in the background in case it's your time to contribute or you have so much noise right now.
Okay, can you hear me?
That's fine. That's fine. I've muted you. I'll come back to you again later on. We have 39 people now on the queue. 39 is on the queue on the backstage trying to join us. Unfortunately, the screen is filled up. Like my brother Akim suggested the other time, once you have contributed, maybe we can, you can exit for someone else to come in if you are willing to, though. I don't mind, because the way it looks like now, it looks like a lot of people are going to be on the backstage, and many of them want to contribute to what is going on. And because of the time, because of the space we have, we cannot accommodate everyone at the same time. So if anybody have contributed later on and you decided to give a space for others to come in, that would be very, very nice of you. I'm not going to force anyone to do that. We have not got to that stage yet. But if anybody is willing to do that, why not? Right. My people, to me, I believe APC, whoever is in APC, send Mr. Chris Osa media today to come and respond to MegaComrade. MegaComrade, although indirectly responded to Chris, but he refused to mention his name. Like he said, that Chris is too small for him to respond to. All right. Yes, a lot of people, a lot of us assume that that might happen because I believe MegaComrade would have been very, very happy if it was Pastor Sagi Ezeyamu that came out to respond to him, Oshomole, and many, many others. But still, Chris is a big fish in the APC space. Yeah, if you know him very well, he's also a big fish right there. And according to him, MegaComrade called him 2 days ago, and they conversed over what is currently going on with MegaComrade. That was what Chris said today. Before we move on to MegaComrade response this afternoon, I want you all to listen again for just 2 minutes from what Chris actually said this afternoon.
There are some issues I wish to address this very morning. I've received quite a lot of calls, especially from my diaspora people, telling me, Chris, why are you guys like this? Why is APC like this? Why will you dupe Mr. Eranomigo Edegbe of the sum of 25 million naira? In fact, some persons even called me, accusing me, Chris, you joined them, do this, you didn't do that. Like, come on, what have I done? So I had to go and listen to some audios, from videos from my very big brother, MegaComrade and Amigo. Initially, I didn't want to come on air to say this. Some people have been calling me. I just tell them on phone. I'll just discuss with them. They'll get to understand. So, is that it? I say, they later tell me that they are not aware. They don't know what has been happening. I understand that a lot of people don't know what's happening. But I think I need to set the record straight. Somebody was asking me, Chris, now your papa gets APC. Now papa get APC. Now you get this. Now you get.
So because of time, I'm going to forward so that we can just scan through and listen to what he's saying. Then we'll move on to the next one. We don't have time.
That I said no. And on that note, I'm already supporting this man. I've supported him publicly. I cannot now turn to support you. I cannot turn to support you. Then he went online to say, I said he does not have money. That's why I'm not supporting him. I never made such a statement that Yanamigo does not have money. I never made such a statement. Then he went online to say to start telling people to unfollow me, do this to me, do this, that he made me this, he made me that. You understand? Like, no, I have not said they should that you don't have money. You understand? But he was accusing me falsely on his platform. This same guy, Romeo, he's not an aspirant to test for House Assembly in Edo State at all. He's not. And one thing about politics is that it's all about trying to lobby. Politics is all about trying to carry people along. Politics is all about acceptance. You must be accepted for you to win an election. I make bold to say that Yanamigo today is not an aspirant. He's not an aspirant to test for House Assembly in Edo State at all. He's not. You know why? Because he did not buy the form. Every other person has bought form. Why is Yanamigo not buying form? And should go and purchase form. So now we can be sure that yes, he's officially part of those aspirants contesting to represent Edo State, to represent Orion South in Edo State House Assembly. But there's nothing like that. We have not seen anything like that. We have not seen anything like that. So I don't understand when you keep telling us that APC is owing 25 million naira, that you have spent this, that you are giving them money. You did not give APC any money. If truly you are saying Abraham said he has given APC money, ask him to bring the slip where he gave APC money. And I also the only money Abraham sent was from America. They supported APC with 1 million naira. He did not give to individual. He said he willingly he did it on his own. He said it's a voluntary support to APC to fight some legal battle. So why now will you come on air to bring to destroy all we have been doing, all we have been laboring for? We need good representation in Orion South. Let me tell you guys, our constituency, where I'm from, the same place 2 days ago. He called me to say, I said, no, the way you are doing it, it's not do it. No, it's not like that, big brother. You should have bought the form and you should have been lobbying and not to blackmail the APC leaders on your platform. Not blackmail people on your platform because you have large followers. You feel since you have large followers, therefore you can say what you want to say, then people will take it. No, it's not like that, big brother. My big brother and amigo, it's not like that. You both of us spoke recently, and I told you, you called me about, an amigo called me about 2 days ago. Yeah, he called me 2 days ago. He called me to say, I said, no, the way you are doing it, it's not done that way. You said they screened you out. I told him this thing on phone. You said they screened you out, that they screened your people out. But that's the people you said they have screened out with you. Those people, they bought form and they are contesting today. During the day of primary, their name will be on the ballot. Let me show you one of them. Let me show you guys one of them.
All right, I'll stop that right there, my people, because of time. Because what we are going to be doing, once somebody have contributed, we ask you to leave for now, so that because we have 62 people behind trying to join this now. I'm surprised, so once you have contributed, please, I will appreciate if you can willingly just leave for a minute, and you can still come back again, so that everybody we can share for it like that. Okay, according to Chris, he said MegaComrade and Omega called him 2 days ago. I don't know what they discussed. I'm not a politician, all right? Okay, now, and the most baffling thing, the surprising thing or statement from Chris today is that MegaComrade and Omega have not bought a form yet. Although MegaComrade have not responded to that part. So for me, I don't know which to believe right now. That they have not bought a form, that there's some questions would have also liked to ask Chris. If MegaComrade and Omega have not bought a form, why did this 3-man committee screen them out? So these are other questions that we're supposed to, talk about. So there are so many things we need to talk about today. But although MegaComrade have responded today, I'm going to be playing a few minutes of his video. Listen to this.
I did not ask you for money, but I want you to help me share this video. As you all might have heard, that up to now, Edo State APC have completely ignored my agitation. I want to make it clear to everyone that if you think this happened to Iranomigo alone, think again. And if you are out there, you want to criticize MegaComrade, you are free to do your fair criticism. Because if you do not engage yourself in fair criticism, you're going to have yourself to blame when the time comes. At my own choosing time, I will defend myself. That being said, I want everyone, if you know APC leaders in Edo State and national, you should let them know that APC have betrayed me, they have treated me unfairly, and they continue to waste my money. So far, I am on 25 million. Whatever expenses I incur in this journey, APC will be responsible for it. And I'm going to give you a reason later on. For those of you, those rats, that the leader are sending to be insulting their father and their mother, it is a pity that APC leader of Edo State, they could not solve a simple problem. They call themselves leader. They could not solve a little problem. Instead, they engage in insult. If I start with insult, akataka, you don't know what is coming for you. You that is out there want to gain popularity through MegaComrade Iranomigo. I will advise all my followers and viewers, if you subscribe to his channel, go ahead and unsubscribe yourself. So I will do that, because what they told me before I came, they told me that they want to go for those that have money. And I have, as a matter of fact, I'm going to call my brother, Osi Osawaru. If you are supporting somebody.
All right, my people, like I said before, we are going to scan through all this. MegaComrade went far to say that Pastor Sagezayam finally picked up his calls yesterday. They spoke, they talked, you know. So on this particular video, you can watch this on his own channel, you know, so that you can hear more about what MegaComrade was saying. But meanwhile, we are still going to scan through again. He was actually referring to Chris Osa here, you know, telling his followers to unsubscribe from Chris Osa for coming out to talk about whatever I talked about today. So my people, let me just push this video further a little while.
And I want him to come and explain to me. Thank God, the chair of all chair that I requested that it must be given to him, because he cried to me, Obodu cried to me and said, APC, don't stay treat me. Aye, aye, water run away me. When I remember how APC chairman treat me, aye, aye, water run away me. When I remember the day I rescue APC, aye, aye, water run away me. I have a God who never fails. He was Sanera Neye from number 13 or number 14 to number 1. Less than 2 weeks, less than a week. Pew. When they come see say I come, they say not be as you be for social media. Go and test your popularity. Go and test your popularity. Then Professor Ato Ogedegbe from Ewesi Ward, Illegal Satan Committee Chairman. Number 2, Engineer Jassy Eribo, Ukpato Ward, Illegal Satan Committee Member. 3, Honorable Wincy Ogeva from Urerigbe North, Illegal Satan Committee Member. Oriomo Corrupt Chairman, Mr. Julius Agmose, APC Chairman, Orion Local Government. Number 2, Honorable Larry Famous Enobahari, Oriomo APC Secretary. The godfather of the evil political kidnappers. The field marchers. Epa Ehisco, the father of Oriomo political cartel. APC State Chairman, Colonel David Imuse, Honorable Lawrence Oka, APC State Secretary. I want my money back. I want you all to give me my money back. Put it in my account. You have my account number. The same account that I used to deposit, transfer 1,001,000 naira to All Progressive Congress account. You people have my account number. Put the money back. You know, your mama, your papa don't see 1,001,000 give APC. You demo the anuya de ye ke agmo fuel. O agun tun wa agmo. Era wi you obog gbeyan. E ama mi go wa che iwe wu mu. Wa won can read this one for now. Aria. Go and sit down there. APC treat me. APC, I am very, very angry. I am saying, give me my money. APC Edo says, I am very, very angry for the way you scream me out. APC, I am very, very angry. All I'm saying, give me my money.
All right. All I'm saying, give me my money. APC, I'm very, very angry. The way you treated me, all I'm saying, give back my money. So we are not too sure how MegaComrade spend this money, but he insists, he stays adamant that he has spent approximately 25 million naira since he got to Nigeria. So for me, APC does jam rock. All right, we're going to start straight away because the queue is long. A lot of people on the backstage that want to join this discussion right now. So because of that, we need to start right now. Brother Nice, I'm coming to you. Please talk to us. You know, you have 3 minutes to talk to us. All right, talk to us. Right.
Yeah, thank you, Niger Wash, for this opportunity. You know, yesterday we spoke about this same issue yesterday. I don't have much to say to deliberate about this same issue.
Okay.
I've said what I'm supposed to say yesterday. So I wish him good luck. If he can retrieve his money back, I wish him good luck. But for me, I know say that money don't enter voicemail. I just want to use this opportunity to give shout out to Mommy Diaspora. That woman, she's faithful. She's always there supporting this channel. And Israel Asemota. Shout out to Israel Asemota too.
Thank you.
So,
Thank
many of them are still going to sing. Many of them will come out and sing. You're making musician anyhow. So, why you see one? Because every time we come here to say the same thing, nobody listening. So when all those APC and PDP cartel now scam them, they are not coming to social media to sing. They should continue singing. I don't have anything to deliberate on this issue. I've said it all yesterday. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. I'll come back to you. Mr. Destiny, please, what's your take on this and what's the way forward? Because our brother, our big brother, our father is not very happy, as you and I know, even though we don't have the proof of how much he has really spent, but you and I know that he's spending. As we speak, he's still spending. So what's your take on this, Brother Destiny?
Well, once again, good evening, everyone. I appreciate you having me on your platform.
Thank you.
On an amigo issue, we'll talk less on it because why? Yesterday, somebody called on this program said we are not your friend because we are discussing about this issue of Iran Amigo. Because why? In this life, mostly as in Nigeria, it's hard to tell a friend truth. Because if those people that is saying and try to advise Iran Amigo wrongly right now, we bold enough to tell Iran Amigo the truth that it has happened. Just let bygone be bygone. Take your flight, go back to your America and relax. Because all this thing is doing cannot help his issue. There's no way he can get his money back. You know them the first time. You are the first person that come out. Even I saw Oshomole's house in a Amigo black phone for the first time. A Shomole that was not having anything now have that kind of mansion. In fact, have a community. Then how did the Oshomole now become sent? Then you are not crying out. It's good for him. That's just my take. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Destiny. Engineer Ken, please talk to us if you're right there.
Yes, I'm right here. Good afternoon, Niger Wash family. Good afternoon, viewers, and good afternoon all over the world. About this Amigo of a man issue, when I heard everything that he said since yesterday, I've listened to the tape of this brother of ours that speak up this morning. Then I have to do my own findings,
Okay. Are you there? Engineer Ken, we lost you again. You muted yourself for a reason I don't know. Okay, let me just move on to the next person because we don't have time. Like I said before, once everybody have contributed, anybody can you can willingly just let other people join us. Let me go to. Okay, we lost Engineer Ken right there. I'm sorry if someone takes your space. It's not my fault. If you're on the queue right now, you want to join us, we have one space vacant right now. Please quickly pick on that space and join us right away.
Niger Watch, let me leave my space for now. We'll come back later.
All right. Thank you very much, Brother Nice, for that. You're a good man. Thank you. All right. All right. We have two space right now. If you are joining us, we have two space. Okay, we have one. One is already taken. We have just one left. All right. Only one left now. All right. Let's move on to Bennett Obede, my brother, good evening once again. Please talk to us. Things that is happening right now. How do we that lives in the diaspora have to learn from this?
Yeah, good evening, everybody. The thing is that for Iranomigo, I think we have to be very, very careful. You understand? Because Iranomigo, if we follow his pattern, Iranomigo has not been, can I use that word, straight, or sincere in his dealings. You understand? If not for anything, because of the respect I think we have for him, because of his name, we are not supposed to be discussing anything concerning this devilish party, APC and PDP. You understand? So because it's concerning Iranomigo and he's one of us that lives in diaspora, and he's a freedom fighter, the way he claims, because right now, I cannot really call him a genuine freedom fighter. If you are dining with these PDP and APC people, he's supposed to know that these people are the cause of the misfortune of the setback we have in Nigeria today. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, we have to be very, very careful. We have to be smart in what we are saying now, because this thing will be used against us tomorrow. Even you, Elvis, I'm telling you, it will be used against you tomorrow. If I'm not saying it's going to be him, his followers will use some of your comments against you tomorrow if we're not careful in what we say. As for that, I would say, for one, Amigo is behaving like a rookie. You understand? He's behaving like a rookie. So the word a rookie means that he's supposed to know that, look, there is no permanent friend or permanent enemy in politics. Nobody is your friend. All they want is your money. So him coming out to say it's 25 million, he lives in America, man. Everything. If you are going to accuse person in this country, is supposed to be documented. He's supposed to be on document, even in England, in Europe. But he has not brought out any documents. He has not said this is how he gave so 1 million or I done this, I done that. No, it's just mentioning figures. Mentioning figures cannot solve it now. Have a proof by document or by video or by voice asking. Maybe someone asks you and you send money to him because of he promised you this, he promised you that. You understand? He coming out to say he has been spending money for security, spending money for what's it called? He living in a WC. Man, those are your luxury life you want to live. APC is not supposed to pay for all that. You understand? So if you have spent money because of a ticket or the process of you getting the ticket, they said you have to lobby or you have to bribe some people, and because of that you have done all that now, and they are not giving you the assurance of getting the ticket. Yes, if you can prove that, yes, we all over the world will use our voice to help you drag these people. But as for that, APC and PDP, for me, man, these people, they are not who we should even give this airspace. But at the end of the day, they are still, it's still our place. We still have to talk about them and expose them more. But one thing I should say, for me, if you're an amigo, peradventure get this ticket, I would love for him to be in the House of Assembly. Although I don't like APC and PDP, I would personally galvanize for people to vote for him, because you know why? We need such people in the government house, such people in the legislative arms of government, because at the end of the day, he's going to like expose so many things that we don't know, because some of these things that I'm going to say now, for me, I know some of these things, because our biggest problem in that country starts from the leaders. Because at the end of the day, all of us that is here now, if I go home now, or any of us go home now and said we want to be a councillor or chairman, and we lobby, we buy from, we do all those things that cost 100 million. Listen, man, if I become the chairman, I will first of all the money that is set aside for education and everything, I'll first of all regain my money times 2 first. Nobody wants to spend money away like that. So our biggest problem is the way our political officer that gets into office. Who caused it? This our John way, our leaders, our fathers, our brothers. So that is our biggest problem. If we can tackle these people and call them, shame them, at the end of the day, I think there will be a limit of them extorting people. So that is my contribution for now, my brothers. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bennett. We have a caller right here. Hello, caller. Good evening to you. Thank you very much for your patience. Please talk to us.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir. We can hear you. Where are you calling us from, and what's your name?
I'm calling from Germany. My name is Comrade.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Talk to us. What's your take?
This issue that is on ground that we're talking about, that is the issue I want to contribute to.
Okay.
When you were talking now, you asked a question about the screening that was done. I want to correct an impression here. There is no screening. What happened at Amigo's issue was an interview.
Okay.
It is not a screening. The only way you can be screened is when you buy a form. Your form makes you to be an aspirant, not when you have not gotten a form. When you have not gotten a form, your ward leaders can only call you to interview you about your interest. On that interview, they will also lecture you on some certain areas, on some certain things, on how you are going to put yourself together before they will not lead you to the state secretariat of any party that they belong to go and pick a form. You understand?
Yeah.
That is what happened. So for anybody to be saying it was screened out, I mean, that is so childish. It's so childish, my brother.
But why is APC not responding to these allegations then?
You don't stay at the back of your computer and start shouting. If you want to question APC as aspirant, you go to the state secretariat. You understand what I'm saying? This guy has not moved to the state secretariat. He's just ranting behind the microphone. It's not done that way. If you belong to a party, a political party, and you have your membership card, at the local government level, or at the ward level, or at the unit level, because politics starts from units. If you've been robbed at your unit level, you go to the ward level and lay your complaint. If you think the ward could not handle it well, you go to the local government level. And what he said, that at the ward level, they screen him, or at the local government level. If you have your card, you then need to move to the state secretariat and tender your grievances. That social things happened. It will be at the state secretariat. They will not tell you if that screening is genuine or not. But this guy has not done that. He's just ranting. That is one.
All right.
Let me move to the area of 25 million or whatever you guys call it. Let me tell you. You can choose to gather people in the street today and burn 100 million. It is nobody's problem. It's what you want to do. That is not, you can't hold APC for that. You can't hold PDP for that. Just like the young man came today, he said, Chris is his name. He said, APC does not even know anything about whatever money Amigo is spending. That is the truth. Because the only way you need to spend money, it is when you pick a form.
No, sir, you know why that last statement I would disagree with that. You know why? I understand to the level that some of these leaders in APC or PDP, many of them are devilish. For them to sit with you at all, listen to you, or have any kind of congregation meeting with you, you are going to settle them. So this one cannot be public.
That you cannot hold the party for, please.
Okay, all right.
You can't hold the party for that because you don't have any proof to that fact.
Okay.
You are just entertaining your family members as far as the party is concerned. Yes. So what Amigo has been able to do is to host people from his locality to show them that he has come back from Europe or America. You know, they should come and enjoy. That has nothing to do with party. A party has a guideline for election. You have to follow party guidelines. The day you pick a form, they will give you a party guideline on instruction on what to follow. Let him go and pick a form. That is my advice, my candid advice. Let him go and pick a form. This one that is saying they screen him. Listen, politics is very large. If the more you look, the less you see. I tell you, other aspirants can arrange a kangaroo screening because they know you don't know what you are doing. They will take you to one place. They will arrange a kangaroo screening. You will think that you are doing the right thing because oh my God.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. All right, I have to hang up that. To be honest, I'm not even sure of the information we need to believe right now because we have another caller right here. Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening to you. Please, where are you calling us from? What's your name?
Good evening. My name is Scott, Samson Scott. I joined before, but I don't know what's really happened.
Okay.
From
Okay, Mr. Scott, please talk to us.
All right. Thank you very much. You know, this issue, I have a good interest about this Ranomigo issue. That's why I really spend my time to come on time to join the broadcast.
Yeah.
See, this Ranomigo issue, my brother, Mr. Najawash.
Yeah.
This is just, please, people, just pardon me and let me just say it's the way it is, please. This Ranomigo is, I am an Edo man, I'm a Benin man, I'm from the same Orion that Ranomigo is from.
Okay.
Ranomigo, if we say let us dig out, you yourself, you would like Ranomigo. Ranomigo is not a sincere person. Ranomigo is not, there is no sign of sincerity in him.
Why? What makes you say that?
Okay, thank you very much. Right from time, you know, the platform Mr. Ranomigo said is operating on. I always follow him. I've been a good follower of Ranomigo. If you see the former party, they say that Ranomigo left. I think it's the same party with Mr. Showore.
Yes.
Do you know whatever that is happening to Showore today? If we trace the source, if we trace it, it's from Ranomigo. Please hear me and hear me well. Ranomigo is one that those politicians use to destroy that party.
But you cannot really say things that we don't have fact with. Please just focus on the topic on the ground right now.
Okay. The fact is this. You know, I'm telling you that I follow him.
Yeah.
You know, Ranomigo is a social media man. Whatever he's doing is always coming to social media. Even the day Ranomigo denounced that party, it was on air. He came on air and he began to blast everything.
Which party did he denounce?
This Showore.
No, that's what I'm saying, but that's not the topic we are talking about today, sir. You are deviating.
The reason I bring that is just for you to know that whatever Ranomigo is saying,
okay, you don't believe him.
Whatever is a sign of sincerity.
Okay.
APC has nothing to do with Ranomigo because the deal that Ranomigo think that he has done with the so-called APC is not a clear deal. And you see the video when he's saying, bring my money, the money I used to send you 1,100,000 to you, the account is still there. Okay, why did you not say the account I used to send 25 million or 20 million?
Ranomigo never, no. We need to get this straight. Ranomigo have not said that he paid any 25 million to anybody's account. He's saying, like, for example, a couple of days ago, he said he has spent 24 million. and still counting. But today is 25. So he might probably say tomorrow is not 26. So what it means that his daily expenditures is what is piling up together. So it doesn't mean.
Let's bring these things to reality.
Yeah.
Like he's contesting, right?
Yeah.
He's going for office. Now it's just like a parent or someone that is going to school. The only school fee that the school authority asks you to pay, that is what you are going to hold them responsible for. Even your accommodation fee, the money you spend inside the school campus on everything, you are not going to cry out and say Nigeria government or the school authority bring this.
The only reason why you will not cry out with the scenario that you are using right now, if you go to school after you've paid your school fees and everything, and you're being treated unfairly, especially, you know how much you have spent. Even you, if you spend so much to take your child to school and you not get to know that the principal or the professor, whoever they are, have treated your child unfairly, of course you are going to speak out. So Amigo is spending now is not the issue. He said he was screened out. So that's what we're trying to know now. If he was screened out, they didn't allow him to go to the field, of course he's going to cry out.
Okay, let me quickly say this, please. I will give other people time.
Yeah.
Please, Mr. Ganwash, just believe me or leave it. This Amigo issue, when you get to know the truth, you yourself are going to dislike Amigo for wasting your time. For you have put your effort, and whatever that has happened, you think they have treated him unfair. Find out.
Okay.
That young man said the truth and nothing but the truth.
Thank
and
you.
The other caller said the same thing, nothing but the truth. And when the truth is still coming out.
Yes, of course. We will get to know that later. That's not a problem. Thank you very much, sir, for your contribution. I appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you. Yeah. Callers, please just hold on. I can only talk to those people for now. I can't pick any other calls. Let's move on to the screen right now. Wow, I'm not even sure who to pick right now because the whole screen is being zigzagged and we have a lot of people to try to join us now. Please don't worry. Jinaken, we lost you earlier on.
Yeah, yes. Sorry, I had an emergency just
okay, use your 3 minutes, please.
Okay. So my take is this for Amigo. I did not believe that Amigo spend that kind of money. 25 million is not a baby. It's not a baby money. That's a lot of money, and he has no proof that he spent that kind of money. I listened to him just now. He was telling APC that they have his account number that he paid 1,100,000 naira into. So if he has spent that 25 million, he's supposed to also say that the account that he transferred those money into. And now another thing again, he should just he should take it and move on with his life, because he can't beat them, he can't change them, and this is how they play their games. And he should take it. And I heard this morning, someone called me this morning and told me that Amigo didn't even take the form, that he has no form, he has nothing. So I don't know why he's lamenting, crying, and shouting about. He's bigger than this. He's supposed to know that these guys don't care about him. He's supposed to know that Adams Oshomole, Pasese Yamo, all of them they're all ball players, So you don't belong to that league. So it's very hard for you to come in and become the Otokinadu, to become the boss of that league. You have to be there to your attackers. They have to blend you into their family. So you can't be in America and try to play balls with them without spending time with them. So it doesn't work like that. The more he's sharp over there, the more he's implicating himself in that system. And another thing again, I guess, and I also believe that he's watching or listening to us right now. If I were him, I will move out from that state. Either I go to Lagos or come back home to the US, because right now, as he's there, his life is dangerous. His life is at risk because he has a big mouth. He has a big mouth, so he cannot control himself. So with that anger and everything, he will say a lot of things. And guess what? These guys can take him out at any time. So he will not know who did it. So he should just move on. We should just move on with his life. So that's my take for now. Thank you.
Thank you, Jimmy Ken.
So yeah.
Right. Wow. I picked one statement from Engineer Ken that I even wanted to say that earlier on, that MegaComrade is right there in Benin City and is making his videos from Benin City. And for me, I think his life might be at risk. So we also use this medium to advise him to just leave them there for now. If you want to be more expressive, you can do that when you get to the United States or out of Benin or those states. It will be much better. Because for me, I told him before, he shouldn't trust any of these people. That's just the truth. So yeah, let's move on. Let's move on, my people, rapidly. I think we should move on now to Mr. Jimo Elmo.
Good evening.
Good evening to you, sir, once again. Please talk to us. What's your take and what's the way forward?
Yes, let me first of all say good evening to my fellow panelists and viewers at home. This issue of MegaComrade, I watched the previous debate yesterday or so, and I was very pleased with my brother Lefty Toya. I think he really, broke down the whole issue about Amigo. The last time I spoke about this issue, I went as far as telling this house and the entire world that it was Amigo's friend that drafted him to work for the 2020 election. And if it was a lie, he would have responded, I guess so. But let me move beyond that. There are questions that need to be asked. You see, there are leaders in Ronigbe, there are leaders in Ewesi. I think Ronigbe is from Ewesi and Ronigbe, from the both parents. Okay. These are some of the largest villages in Oriomo. The leaders in that village, how many of them has endorsed Amigo through video or whatever? You should show us from either Ewesi or Ronigbe. No one. I haven't seen anyone till now. You see, those people that are going about with Amigo, how many of them are delegates? You see, when you come and you are contesting for election, you will see everybody on your desktop, on your doorstep, telling you, my leader, sir, you are the next House of Assembly member. You are the next. You'll be buying beer, drinks, food. Those ones are just entertaining your friends. Has actually nothing to do with party. That's the reason why I can only advise him. He should work with the party. Whoever comes out, they wait for his turn. People have been on queue for the last 10 years for this same position. Unfortunately, that is the way it is in politics. It is nothing we can change today or from this platform. If an amigo doesn't know that that's the way it is, then he's not a politician. You see, Lefty Toya said one thing. He said, you can't be an alien and still want to be part of it. That is just not possible. If he can only listen to that word, he needs to go back to the drawing book. People that are leading him are actually not helping him at all. They are not. Because to even this same election, he can still win it. You see, if a leader, for example, Arisco that he's talking about, he could call his the leaders in West and say, look, who are you people choosing? I really like Ranamigo. The leaders will say, no, we don't like Ranamigo. It's Osawaru. It's this, this, that. Look, if he call about 2-3 leaders and they tell him that, his call will be forced to align with other leaders so that they may not fall his own hand. So I will beg Ranamigo to please, he must actually cry maturedly. He must behave like a politician that he he think he is. But he's clearly telling every party now that he's not a politician and he's not. Look, if you can't stand the heat, then you have to leave. This is not the way to go about his ambition. So it is just my advice, my sincere advice to him, to please go back to the drawing board. There is appointments in parties. You may have worked so well and didn't get the ticket. You might be compensated with appointments. How do you expect any party, it's not even APC now, any party, to push an amigo forward? There is no party that is not devilish. No party. It is not just APC or PDP, because everybody that is in NNPP today or whichever party have been members of APC and PDP. They have all been the same member. If you say it's a lie, the new party they just formed now, NNPP, with Conquanso, they're already fighting. ANC was even telling someone that is no longer the chairman. Some said it's not even a member of the party. So every party is devilish because it's like a cartel. Once you enter, the reason why I can speak boldly is because I am not seeking for any political office. Yeah. I'm not contesting. So I can say the truth the way it actually is. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much, Mr. Jimo Elwon. That's deep. Although the last statement, I support that we can only say it how it is when you are not part of them. But once you are part of them, you are not skeptical of what to say.
Exactly.
Because you don't want to offend anybody. For me, I don't care about these people. Let's move on. My people, I appreciate you all. Let's go to Mr. Chris. Can you hear me? Mr. Chris, it's your turn to talk to us.
Hello, I can hear you. Good evening. Good evening, Nigeria also.
Thank you.
Hello. Good evening.
Please,
so,
what's your take on this topic now and what's the way forward?
For my take on this topic about Iran Amigo. One, Iran Amigo, I've watched all his videos since 3 days now. What I saw is that Iran Amigo is trying to media publicity and politics are two different things. Please, Iran Amigo should go back to the drawing board. Since if you are eating with the devil, you use long spoons. How did they use that adage? I don't really like. Iran Amigo should know that if he's ready to eat with APC, he's supposed to understand that APC is a corrupt party, which everybody knows. So he should go with their rules and regulations, with corruption. So you can't tell me you are in corruption and you are crying about corruption. So this is the system they have put in, and he should oppose that same system, because he knew if you are siding back, this is what we are all fighting for here in Nigeria Watch Family and in other good platforms that are fighting for youth liberation and the rest, and all these political parties should be off. Aaron was in a party of AAC. He was the one. He traveled to, is it not London that time, or it was Europe or London? He traveled to there, flagged up, saw show where we were all hoping that he's supposed to be in that party, but he left just because of his own selfish interest, because he saw all that Peters was good. He thought APC was going, and he went there. So I'm sorry for him for coming, but I can tell you if it's me, because yesterday when I talked on the show, I was feeling for him. But when I saw what he has been doing, no. Iran Amigo should go back to the drawing board. He should know that it's a party. I've had someone who wanted to be a chairman, or a local government chairman. He sold like 3 of his ass. He was broke to the extent he could not even feed his family. So that was under PDP there. So you know that these are their politics. So you should not come online and start ranting or crying. You should go back to the drawing board. Go and meet your APC leaders. You are the one shopping with the devil. You had an opportunity to flag up with a better party than this political party that we are seeing, and you left there because you saw APC is military, but it's in the national. Maybe you believe you can get leverage from there. So we are fighting for liberation of our youth. So I don't see any reason why we are still talking about Amigo. We have to move to another thing because it is
Thank
what
you.
he deserves and what he is fighting. He wants, like what he deserves. And if he's losing any money, he didn't give APC money really. He gave people money to eat. If I'm still there, I will still eat.
Thank you.
It's normal.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much. Thank you. Thank you. Please mute yourself because of the noise. All right, people, we have one more space left right now. Somebody just left, please. If you are joining us, part of the people on the queue now, please just quickly take that spot. I can't selectively choose anyone by myself. Just join on your own. We have one spot left, one spot. Okay, like Brother Chris just said, in the likes of the good comrade, for example, the good comrade have demonstrated so much on this channel by saying we need to be part of these devilish parties to change the narratives. He has said it so many times on this channel. We must be part of them. We must be part of them to change the narrative and all that. Okay, now, what would someone like the good comrade say now? Because Ranamigo have tried his own best, right? He have done his own part by joining this devilish party. Although I didn't support him to join APC or PDP because I've always known them to be devilish parties because they are the ones that have caused all the pains that you and I are facing today. But it's his choice. He joined them. Now, according to the good comrade who said we must join these people to change the narrative, are you not expecting someone like MegaComrade and Omega Edegbena to be encouraged or discouraged by joining one of these devilish parties? You see why I said it's a no for me for joining these two parties at all. You see, like my brother Chris just said, if you have to dine with these people, you have to have a long spoon. Even as we speak in this moment, MegaComrade is still protecting the most two names that have caused him the major pains. One, Comrade Adanso Shomole. Two, Pastor Sage Zeyamu. On the video MegaComrade did today, he's still protecting them. He's still saying, Pastor Sage Zeyamu is my elder brother, my Orion brother, our leader, the comrade of all comrades, and these are MegaComrade. And you are an elderly man. Obviously, you are older than me, but one thing I'll let you know, your problem is very, very obvious. Yes. The people that you are still trying to protect now are your biggest problems. If you cannot identify it, the problem will stay there, probably forever. Let me move on. We have Madam Rita who just joined us right now. Good evening to you, Madam. Thanks very much for joining us. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Good evening, Elvis. Good evening, everyone. And everyone in the comment section.
Thank you. We're coming back to you again. Thank you.
Sure.
All right. Now let's move on to our brother Akim. Akim, is your turn now. Please talk to us.
Good evening, my brother. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. What's your take and what is the way forward? I really want to hear the way forward, what you think MegaComrade can do right now that that can make him happy. So what's your take?
Okay. All right, I'm going to break this in maybe like in 3 sections. Before I start, I just say good evening to yourself, good evening to our brother Lefties, good evening to our sister Madam Rita, and every other person there, because every people keep going and out, so I don't really know the amount, those that are left there. So before I go into this, I want to say, you see, this APC matter. I don't know if anyone there is familiar with cryptocurrency. It's like Luna. What happened to Luna in the last couple of days is what this APC they've done to Paron Amigo.
Yeah.
The way your money disappear in your eye in a very, 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 very fast and in a way you don't imagine. Because if you look at it, these people keep coming out to criticize Paron Amigo, but they have not come out to debunk the allegations of the fundamental principles of how a political party should be run, which is on equal playing field for every aspirant. Okay, so You ask this man to go and buy form after he had come out and said he cannot get in contact with the guy who's actually in charge of the sales of the form. That is one part. Then two, the allegation is that you guys have already given this form out or sold it out to certain people. So, and then you still ask this man, you are not saying you should still go and buy the same form that you've already allocated or sold this spot to a certain element within the party, who have in turn start selling the form for 40 million, for whatever million they're not selling it. So that was the same seats. Those are the same form you asked this man to go and buy. I don't understand how people come out and they try to say Ranomigo this. No, put Ranomigo aside. Those people who are trying to sugarcoat what is going on within the institution of the All Progressive Congress, them too, they are a problem. Because whether Ranomigo is involved or not, what is currently going on between APC and I've not heard much about PDP recently, but their own form, I know it's still a crazy one. But what they have done, you ask Ranomigo to go and buy a form, knowing fully well that if you go and submit that form, you will give him another form to sign that is withdrawing from the race.
Yes.
How does this make sense? How does anybody even come out to try to defend such actions? So what is the point of buying the form in the first place if he's going to go there and then you're going to ask him to sign automatic withdrawal from the same race that he's going to enter into when he hasn't even started? So what is all this? I don't understand. Let's just push Ranomigo to one side and then let us search within our conscience. Is this the right way to play politics?
No.
They say go and buy form and come and contest. Contest what? Contest for withdrawal. It doesn't make sense. That guy that said Ranomigo is not being honest, just push Ranomigo to one side. The same party that you are defending, look at their actions and tell me that those are actions of a political party that is creating an equal level playing field among everyone. It is not. So what are we talking here? This man came, he's been enticed to come because some people want to benefit little thing or whatever, and he has spent money. Yeah. They were the one that told him to go and launch his campaign, and he went and launched his campaign. Is he free to launch campaign? He's not free to launch campaign. He spent money. So all of these actions, they've hegged him on, and he's within his right to request for a refund. I'm afraid to say that. He's within his right to request for a refund. His life might be at risk, but if I was him, I'll just go somewhere and relax and then begin to ask for my money. They will have to refund him because they've hegged him on. If you know you've already sold the ticket to certain element within your party, don't ask people to come and contest. Just say to everybody, go to EBS, go to ITV, come to Niger Watch, say do a kind of a media announcement. Please, so nobody should buy APC form. We've already given it to people, so everybody will rest. We know where we belong to. Everybody will know where they stand. But this one, you've helped people on, knowing fully well that you've given these forms to certain elements within your party. They have come out to debunk all those allegations that was made on this platform yesterday. So, which means there are a lot of elements of truth in those allegations. Thank you very much, my brother.
Wow. Thank you very much, my brother Kim, for that. You know, what our brother is saying, Mr. Kim, is that we should take MegaComrade out of this scene and look at it in a holistic way. You know, is this how a politics supposed to be played? You know, even though you are right there, you are protecting APC today, do you really care for the masses, for the people, or you are just protecting APC because of your selfish interest? So this is what our brother was talking about. Let's move on to the next person and hear from okay, let's go to Mr. Victor. Mr. Victor, thank you very much for joining us. Good evening to you. Please talk to us. What's your take on this and what is the way forward?
Yeah, good evening, Niger Watch. Good day to you and all my fellow panelists and viewers as well. Before I give my 2 cents on this, I first of all want to let me say challenge Akim a little bit on what he said about the withdrawal form. I don't think the party imposes withdrawal on anybody, but the form is there in case you want to withdraw. Then you go out. They're not going to force you to withdraw. When you buy your form, if for some reason you want to withdraw, the reasons best known to you, then the form is available for you to go and sign to withdraw. But if you want to continue, all well and good. I don't think they're going to impose withdrawal on anybody, but that's aside. So, but coming to Iranomigo's issue, you see, Iranomigo I don't think Iranomigo fully understands politics, especially as it is in Nigeria, because Nigerian politics is is dog eat dog. You know, there is no. I keep saying it when it comes to politics in general. There is no good man in politics. No good man. You cannot tell me this person is a politician and he's the best politician. He's very good. No, you don't have such persons in politics. So what I would say is, let's look at it this way. Iranomigo also, I think after he left AAC, he went to Accord, if I'm not mistaken. Then he left Accord and joined APC. We don't know why he left Accord, but I know he was in Accord he had a brief spell at Accord Party. Then he joined APC. But he's what I'm hearing, he's saying they screened him out. Okay, let's assume that he was actually screened out. Is screening not part of the process? I mean, even if everybody buy form, there is still the screening stage. You must go for it. So, and if not everybody that go for screening pass through the screening is the irony of life. It's normal. I mean, if you go and write an exam, not everybody will pass. So even if they screen you, it is still the process. They follow due process. So even if you are screened, screening is part of the process. So now that you're shouting about screening, I don't know. There's nothing wrong with screening, in my opinion, because they cannot just they need to filter out credible candidates that can. They have screening criteria that they have to follow. I don't know the criteria. These are the criteria, but there's a screening process that they have to go through. Unfortunately, if you are screened out for one reason or the other, then maybe the party have their screening criteria. They use the screening people. So maybe if you don't meet some criteria, then you are screened out, unfortunately. So it is what it is, you know. So I think he should just mellow down. You understand? There's no need for all this hot air blowing on social media, you know, because I think he didn't fully understand the process before getting involved. You understand? So I think it's a harsh lesson for him, unfortunately, but I think he will learn a lot from this. And another thing I want to say also, I think Nigeria was, correct me if I'm wrong. When did Iranomigo actually join APC? Has it been APC up to a year or 2 years?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Okay, you can't just come into a party. You know, people have been there for donkey years in the same party. They've not even been given opportunity. You can't just come into the party in less than 1 year and expect to just get ticket for a certain position. It's not done.
But constitutionally, is his right.
He has the right to express interest.
Yes, exactly.
I'm not taking that away from him.
Why did they deny him? Why did they deny him from that?
No, he was not. I don't think. Did he buy form? The problem is, I keep asking, has he actually bought the form?
They said no, but
okay. The question. Okay, no. Did anyone prevent him from buying the form?
That's what I don't know.
You understand? So I don't think it's an issue of preventing. I think it's an issue of he misunderstood the process. That is what I see here. I don't think he understood the process. He thought maybe it was an easy ride, but unfortunately, he saw that politics is dog eat dog. There is no good man in politics. That's what I keep saying. Once it comes to politics, nobody is the best man. Everybody has an interest. You know, politics is not about. It's about interest. It's about personal interest. It's not personal. It's interest. You understand? So I think Iranomigo, I think the problem he has is misunderstanding. He misunderstood the whole process. You understand? Yeah, thank you. I will stop there for now.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Victor. I should go on to, before I come to, it's supposed to be leftist, the 2 years turn, but I'll hold on first for him. Let's move on to Midwest Republic. Midwest Republic, please. Good evening to you, sir. Thank you for joining us. Talk to us.
Good evening, Good evening, Nigeria Wash, and my fellow panelists and the listeners and viewers. I greet every one of you. What I want to say is this. We need to analyze everything, and I think in doing so, we will profit also as people. Ranamiwa have done his best, but what I observe is this. He need to talk less and look for a way to strategize himself. My first concern was that maybe he gave that money to some element of people within the party, believing that he has also assisted them. They will enable him with those kind of funds, also get some levels of opportunity to stand for that position. But what I discovered now is that I feel maybe because of the expenses he has been making, I mean to say, and because of perhaps, money sometimes in politics, hosting people, going here and there, a lot of things, before you know it, a lot of money will disappear. That is it. And all I want to say is this. As far as those state is concerned, we in diaspora, it is our time we put our heads together and create our own party. A diaspora party will sweep those state politics. But on the national level, we must go back to this hold cargo or join like AAC if he's able to move a way forward. Because those state politics, you cannot measure it with the entire Nigeria politics because this is politics that have to do with diaspora. The level, the influence of diaspora back home is high. And it is better with a Ranamigo experience. We should understand that these both parties in those states, they never mean well for the land. They see political parties as their occupation, as the politics as their factory and industry. This is where they feed from. So they make sure they have a strategy to know who is this man that is going there. We want to know him. Is he one of us? They belong to all kind of things. So a diaspora cannot just come in and dive into that kind of party as far as those is concerned. But if we have our own party from abroad, go back there and register it and start, figuring people out who will represent us, we will do a lot. And that is it. Take, for example, a man spent 24 million, the other man 10 million, the other man 5 million. Before you know, we have enough money to campaign and also to protect ourselves. Because like Ranamigo is very exposed, and the way he's talking, come and agree, whom are you going to ask that money? You never give it to the officials. You just came back to come and launch your campaign, which is normal. The Yamo, what is it called? The pastor. Look at what happened in the previous campaign. You want to tell me that man never spent money? He spent. Do you even know whether he have money now? Those are questions you need to ask. In a political race, you spend money. If you don't win, you lose. As far as Nigeria is concerned, we don't even have opposition party. Neither the government is willing to sponsor the opposition party. So once you lose, you see them, they'll just go back home. They don't campaign. They don't. None of them really have interest of the people. And that is why they don't come out to debug the current government. They don't talk. Like in my state, we don't have opposition. As far as APC is concerned, they are not opposition party. We don't see them opposing the governor the way it's supposed to be. So Ranamigo is very unfortunate, and we advise him, just get yourself and get out of that place. Come back home and look for way. If you know you can cry out, people can support you one way or the other. You recover your loss and go to a different party. And those states don't need this PDP. They have expired. It's just because the diaspora never prepared for this scenario. That's why we find ourselves in this mess. If we have visionized this thing for a very long time, by this year we would have been able, even we still have time till 2023 or for the state 2024 for the state governor election. So we can still do a different. All we need to do now is to prepare our mind for a change in our state. And that's what we need most. Ranamigo should not be discouraged. And we cannot accuse him because the way they structure the party, they're never ready for Ranamigo. And most of the few friends he have or people he taught because they talk, they are just there for him because he said for him, he was expecting by now with pastor, they will just give him car and people will be campaigning for him. He never, no, don't trust these people. Politics is their occupation. Politics is their industry, is their factory. That's where they make their money. That is just the fact. And they see it as their occupation, and it will remain like that until a different party will come here or strange people that have to kick them out. So don't think they trust you to give you that chance. But it's very unfortunate that they called him to come and make this expenditure and they never prepare for him. And that is just the pain I have. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that wonderful contribution. Okay, let's move on. Mr. Israel Asemota, please talk to us.
Good evening, Nigeria Watch. Good evening, my fellow panelists right there, and also the comment section, and also the concerned citizens listening around the globe. Thank you for this good debate, and also thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, my brother.
I must congratulate all of you for coming into this, so for us to share this whole thing, also listen to ourselves, and also educate other people who are also planning this kind of move. First, I have to say I've listened to everybody, and I must respect what Mr. Jimo Emo says, and also my good brother Hakeem. I must take one of them pieces. One, we're talking about a political party. Regardless of the way I stand, we have to talk about this political party, and this is why it's a subject matter. But it's a political party where it looks like it's a kind of a coming together of different people. Political party means it's a strategy. This is what I think my fellow brother Eranmigo didn't understand. And what makes up that political party is the structure, guidelines, and delegate. Those are the three things you have to put into consideration. In talking about the structure, they must have a structure, lay down things that can put in that party to be unique. And this is what he must know. They are talking about guidelines. There are rules and regulations that you must follow in going into such kind of a gathering. And these are delegates, people who are there that talk about the affairs of the party. But if you look at him, he called himself. He never followed this kind of structure. I think this is where the problem is. What Mr. Jimo M was saying, how many delegates that goes with him? And looking at him, when I looked at everything he has been doing, I've not seen any delegate that have endorsed him. So they don't really have a trust in him. I think that is his first problem. They don't have a trust in him. And this is where he finds himself. And right now, I'm not in support of whether he lost his money or not. I'm not in support of anybody losing money. Money is very vital. But one thing he must understand, you are spending for the people around you. This is not delegate. So this is going to be a different ball game. If it's the delegate, there it's okay. But this is the people who are cheering you up. And you are trying to make sure you wet the ground to say, okay, it's expenses. And you came out on air to say you never give anybody money. So when making accusation, these are what they are going to follow legally so that everybody can be clear. Then we also have to look at the APC themselves of not coming out to debunk this, even if that guy came out this afternoon to say this is what is happening. But we are not sure if he's a true chieftain or is one of the members of that political party. If they have given a press conference to say somebody is trying to blackmail us, this is what our party stands for, we will be hearing it. So on that side, I am going to blame the APC for that. But when we come to Eranmigo itself, I'll tell him, if you want to be a leader, you have to have a strategy. You lay down foundation of how you can lead, and you must lead by example. Looking at what he is portraying right now, I don't see a leader. Some of his followers might think we are laughing, but this is how the truth is. When you want to become a leader, you have to talk less and listen more. Because you are trying to move in a group of people, not just a large group of people, not certain. And the way he talks, from all his videos that you have showed here, he tries to, cover some kind of people and let the others think they are worthless. Now, in such a person achieve that position, what do you expect? This is my Oriomo brother. This is my Oriomo sister. This is my Oriomo cousin. What does that mean? Are we not Nigerians? Are we not Edo citizens? Why are you trying to make sure that this one is okay and the other one is not okay? That does not show a quality of a leader. And two, you call yourself a freedom fighter. who fight for the poor. And you know that these same people that you are hanging out with has never been anything that yield positive things to these people, to the people you are trying to save. And you are trying to rub shoulders with them, and that is what we call romancing. And now you want to tell me that you want to fight them, to bring them down, when they are the people trying to pull you to climb with them. How are you going to do that? It's just like somebody saying, I am a witch. For you to be then you have to be a witch. By the time you be a witch, you have to fall in that circle. It's like taking the oath of office. I swear on this. How are you going to fight them? So there's no way. So if you must be a good leader, you must stand up straight. Don't go and rub shoulders with people you cannot fight tomorrow. Now you are trying to say this one is good, the other one is not good. Then you are not demonstrating a good leadership. And secondly, he talks too much. That's not the way to do things. Everything that when politics said the key element of politics is strategy. It doesn't mean that today you have to be a winner. You can be a loser and you have to go and strategize yourself. But when making strategy, what did you learn from when you failed? What happened? How am I going to progress? Who are the people I have to talk to? To be honest with you, I must give credit to this Mr. Jimo. You might not believe it. But if he was trying to do something good, these are people who are living overseas that can talk to you. Consult with them. How do I go about these things? Is this party the right thing? When I was talking about consultation, they were trying to attack me here. But this is the problem, because when you underestimate other people, you think they're not what they are. This is the problem. Everybody, no matter how small you are very useful to the society. This is what he must try to learn. And when he comes back, I pray that he comes back. I love him. We all love him. He's our brother. And he's also a father. We all respect him. But we must learn something from here now. Don't romance with them. If you must stand straight. Know the people you must move with. Don't underestimate anybody. Everybody listen to you. So my take on this, for me, moving forward, for us to learn, we must embrace a political party that does not have anything to do with the cabals that are ruling the Nigerian system today, because otherwise we are going to see ourselves back in Egypt. Thank you very much. And may God bless you all.
Thank you very much, my brother. We have one more space for anybody that want to join us, because we are going to be moving to the next topic soon. We have one more space. Let's move on to
Naja Wash.
Yes, brother Nice. Please.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Machiavelli a question.
No, just hold on, please. Keep your question for now. Let everybody contribute first. Please bullet point it down. Let's move on to Madam Rita. Madam Rita, please talk to us.
Yeah, thank you very much, Elvis. As for this topic, there's a phrase from one poem. I can't remember who wrote that now. I think it says, ignorance is bliss and knowledge is power. With all due respect, I think Amigo was in the clouds of, or rather, driving the throes of ignorance is bliss. He was not prepared. Amigo was not prepared for what he was going to face. That's the truth. And I think the sooner he admits it to himself, the better, because when he admits it to himself, then he now realizes, okay, I need to recalibrate myself. I mean, as by those state politics, I mean, generally in Nigeria, the politics is a tie in a kind of politics, and if he's jumping from one party to the other, I mean, from his past, then it shows that he's a common denominator. Maybe it has his communication style or his style to how he approaches issues, or how he approaches issues that do not tally with his sense of reasoning or how he feels. That's and I think it's playing against him. It's playing against him. I really don't want to talk much about Ranamigo's issue. I just want to touch on a few stuff. As per the 25 million that he's talking about, that he spent, well, that's part of miscellaneous expenses, and I'm surprised that he's even demanding for a refund, because even in the United States where he lives, he knows how politics is played. The unique difference that people donate money. You see it online, you see GoFundMe and all that, and they use those funds for these kinds of things, because in politics, whether we like it or not, you need money. In politics, you need serious money. No matter the level that you are. It's just that in Nigeria, it's kind of like extreme, because of what has happened to our political space. And that's why I keep saying, with the political structure in Nigeria, a frog can be president, a frog can be House of Assembly member, a frog can be a governor, a frog can be a senator. That's just Nigerian politics, and it's unfortunate. And then I think for him, he needs to go back to the drawing board. He needs, like, that time he was online, Nigeria Watch. I said the way he expresses himself, he comes across as being very cantankerous, very quarrelsome, being childish, inconsistent, and lacking emotional intelligence. So it's playing against him in all areas. It's playing against him, unfortunately. It's like saying you went to school, you went through school, but the school didn't go through you. You just had your certificate and like, oh, then what did you learn? Even I use that term because you live in the United States, you were for so many years, you've seen how they play politics, even if it's not the same like Nigeria, you should have an idea, how this is how politics is played. Then you just oppose it with the way Nigerian play politics. He wasn't prepared for this. MegaComrade, if you're listening to me, you have to admit to yourself, you were not prepared for what you are experiencing right now. You were not prepared. And it's a lesson. And I would advise you to keep staying where you are. Stay within your party. You're not supposed to be bashing your party like this. And if you need help in how to express yourself better, we have said it. I have said it before. Call people, like what my brother Israel was saying. Call people, ask people questions. Don't feel you know it, and don't mix love and politics. Those mixtures is like night and day. You don't mix love and politics. This is my brother, that is my brother, fine, but that doesn't give you a green light to the seat. You can call everybody's my brother and sister here. Even some might be old enough to even be my father listening. You can say you're related to me, but that doesn't mean when it comes to politics, these are serious issues. You're talking about, public fault. You're talking about procedures and processes. You're talking about making laws, So it's not a game of love. This is not Romeo and Juliet. So I think he was mixing it with politics and assuming that he was going to get a green light, and he's feeling very hurt now. And then he's reacting in a very cantankerous and childish, with all due respect, sir, yet a childish way, that emotional intelligence that it's lacking is playing against him, and people are looking at him like a bad person. He's not a bad person. I don't see that man as a bad person. He just has communication issues and lacking emotional intelligence, and it's unfortunately playing bad on him right now. So sir, don't give up. If you are listening to me, do not give up. Stay in your party. Learn the ropes, learn it. If you want to go to another party, it's a free world, you can. But if you want to stay in APC, like you claimed in your video, I'm still a member of It's My Party, then you should not be beating your house. You should go there, put your guard down. You say you're a humble man, go and meet your leaders, like what Pajima was talking about. Go and meet your constituents, the people in the village, and then find out, go to the real grassroots level, not just living in your house. Go around your area, and then you would know if the elders and the people really want you. You understand what I'm talking about, because even American politics, that's how it's done. So coming out on social media I feel bad. Like, you can imagine if it was my father, I'll be embarrassed with the way he's reacting. And I think he's used to acting that way and thinking that maybe over the years he's gotten away with it. This is a new generation. Everybody is everybody is exposed. Everybody has seen how the politics has been played out. So if you bring that old way of reacting, and it's not working, sir, it's not working. Recalibrate yourself. Ask for help. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Madam Rita, the last person that's supposed to talk to us, so that we can move to the next topic. I don't want us to stay here all day today. I deliberately want leftists to talk last, so that after him I can move to the next topic. Comrade Omo, please, you just join us right now. You have 2 minutes. Talk to us. What is your take on this, and what is the way forward?
Good evening, Nigeria. Good evening, my fellow panelists and everybody around the world.
Anyway, I was listening behind before you said there is a space that just came. I think a lot of people, just as Sister Rita just said, yeah, I've said it all. For me, it's almost the same perspective. That is almost the same view that I'm having towards. Right from time, I've never taken, with all due respect to Iranomigo, I've never taken him serious the way. No, not only him. There are a lot of so many of our sisters, our brothers in social media that are just. I feel their ways are not. There is not normal. Yeah. So the way they are just misbehaving to me. If I may use that word, as in, yeah, they will count them as the Benis, maybe the Edo people that are making stagger in social media. So, but it was very unfortunate. I was surprised to when I saw him when he just came down all of a sudden that even the way it appeared in Benin that he was in his village, this one all of a sudden he's in APC. So most of the times I don't even watch some of the video, if not maybe the matter that you brought the matter to this. So I just look at it. So maybe this is not serious, but it's unfortunate the way it is that it's not the subject matter what we are not talking about. Because how do you expect for you to the way they said politics Nigeria, let me say politics according to say politics is a dirty game. So what is coming out now is just for us. We just part of some other things, some other strategies, some other ways that they are using. Some other of their corrupt way these parties are using. So if most of us here now, if we say what's the way forward, everybody is APC and PDP. It should be out of the way. That which should be a revolutionary party, a new party, this, that. So if we are still dazzling around that APC now or PDP now, so I think we are still in one place. So for me, I don't think I have much to say. Just rather, you should just forget and move on, because you will not expect who is now is APC. You will not expect one single person now to come and say, take your money or this one or this where the money is coming from.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, comrade. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll move to Leftist Etoya. Leftist Etoya, good evening to you, my brother. Please talk to us. I know we've talked about this yesterday, but the reason why we're talking about it again today is because Chris Osa, which is a member of APC, came out today to counter MegaComrade Iranomigo Edegbe. He went as far to say that MegaComrade did not get a form, and there's no way someone that doesn't have a form can be screened out. Although MegaComrade came out this afternoon to do another video, which I just played earlier on. If you want to watch that video, go to his wall. You can watch the full video right there to counter again. Although he didn't mention Chris's name, but I don't know if you guys have watched the full video. But what's your take, Leftist Etoya? Because this is what we need to move on to the next topic now.
Good evening, everybody. This issue of MegaComrade is a political matter and a very strong one. And it's a pity that we are not talking about MegaComrade, who is a bulldozer, an activist, being bulldozed by the same people we've been talking about. It's a very big pity. That's why it is not always good to get involved with things like this. Like the person of MegaComrade is a well-known person on social media, and he's been talking about bad and good things. So my take is this: he should just don't go further talking too much about these people. He shouldn't just do it, because it will not do him so good. Because already the world knows that APC and PDP, there are problems. Yes, if he's ready to fight inequalities, oppressions, why would he want to go and join these same people that are oppressors? Now he's being oppressed. People are saying, why are we not talking about the party? Why are we talking about MegaComrade? Yes, we are not talking about
the party so much because we already know that this is how the party is. And that's why we are here talking every day, trying to make changes and create awareness. And it's one of the people that come online to also talk to people and create awareness. So he coming now to also go into such deep shit, I will call it, and he's not crying out, singing so many songs. I think it's not normal. It should not be for now. I said it yesterday. It should not be for now. Now this is how these people are. Everything they do is cabal. Everything they do is program. That's why the country needs restructuring. That's why the country needs total revolution to change things around. So that somebody like MegaComrade now coming out to say, yes, I can lead. Nobody will disturb him. It will be on his own. Whatever party is going to come, if he's nominated, goes on popularity and what he have done, will be speaking out. Just talking is not politics. The politics is not just all talking. Like I would advise him, he should calm down. He should calm down because when we newly started activism, if police never beat you, soldiers never beat you, they never will, get insult from officials and different, you are not welcome. And baptism, they baptize them so. Then they make them strong. So making not shout too much. If police don't beat you, if you newly start activism, beat you, they will slap you, they'll still come beg you, buy you beer for corner, you'll be there afraid. You don't go talk too much, because you need this safe police. So you don't go talk to, you don't already know, say you don't show yourself, but now they respect you, they fear you. So you don't go talk, come out too much. So if he knows he wants to continue his political career, I will advise him, it's just my advice. He should calm down, make him drink water, make him take 2 seconds, make him drink water. As an attacker, make him just try, understand, say, the politics where he go put body. That's what they do.
Thank you.
So that's my take.
All right. Thank you very much. We need to move on to the new one. We have Alex here, but I think Alex will give you opportunity to talk after I've introduced the new topic here. Just hold on first. And a lot of people calling us. I'm sorry, I will pick calls later. We just need to, because we need to work with time now. All right. That is the end of MegaComrade and Amigos topic this evening. But for me, I still stand by my word. Anyhow it happens, anyhow MegaComrade cries right now, these parties, APC and PDP, doesn't mean well for Nigerians. That's it. And if you succeed in getting an office through them, you will be oppressed, you will be controlled on what to do. I understand a lot of people are saying if MegaComrade wins and all that, he will do this, he will do that. Trust me. MegaComrade, if he wins and become member of House of Assembly in Edo State today, he will be oppressed, he will be suffocated. He cannot really do what he's supposed to do. And if you look at the exorbitant prices that all of them are, paying or spending or using the buying ticket at the moment, I don't know how you want people like that to work. Because when they get to office, the first thing they want to do, apart from their salaries, they want to try every other means to lie and cause us pains to recover whatever they have spent. That's it. Some of you might not agree with me, but that's how it works. But let's move on. We're going to be talking about the Moghalu presidency right now. 2023 presidential race is still there. To be honest, is the most concerned one right now, the most talked about in Nigeria right now. The reason why you even see that we are talking about MegaComrade because one of us is from Edo State. If not, I won't bother talking about this at all, because the most important topic right now that we all should be talking about is to put our eyes and shine our eyes on incoming aspirants for presidency. Because the Moghalu is pulling the weight right now. Omoyele Sowore is a little bit quiet at the moment. For a reason I don't know, at the moment a little bit, but because the Moghalu is everywhere.
Omoyele is making wave, Naija Wash.
A little bit quiet when you compare both of them. That's what I'm saying. when you compare Kisle Moghalu and Omoyele Sowore at this particular moment, Kisle Moghalu is pulling more weight. All right, I'm following both of them. In fact, Omoyele Sowore is even more closer to me than Kingsley. So I've not got any kind of conversation with Kingsley before. But Kingsley is everywhere, granted series of interviews with big mainstream medias and all that, speaking here and there. I expect that from Omoyele Sowore so that we can showcase it as well, the way we've been showcasing Kingsley for the past couple of days. Now, let's move on. Kisle Moghalu recently said, he was granted an interview with Channels TV. He talked about the insecurity, how he can help us to fight the insecurity, banditries to be precise. He also talked about how he's going to create jobs, to make Nigerians, working again. So let's hear from him. Thank you.
With national security.
Good. National security. As a United Nations official, I dealt with international security across borders in peace and security operations, in which I worked on intelligence, counterintelligence, and counterterrorism. Many people do not know this about me, but this is part of my career. So I have delivered. I understand what intelligence means. I understand what national security means. I understand also from the point of view of human security, the security of the stomach. Do young people have jobs? Do they have skills? That's part of what feeds the security crisis in this country. So let's separate national security. Let's move to nation building.
So let's still stay on security, okay, because a lot of Nigerians will love to hear. I mean, especially those who've been seeing bandit attacks.
Just don't let me forget the other three.
No, definitely not. Okay. But security is a big deal now. Yeah. Hogging the front pages every day. Yeah. And we've seen attacks severally, train attacks, attacks on airports, attacks on villages, kidnappings. We're still dealing with one, the Abuja Kaduna train attack. We're still trying to rescue the kidnapped victims. So security is a very important one. And I'd like to know, because Nigerians, part of the reasons they elected President Buhari was because he had a security background, a world general. I'm going to land. Yeah. And they thought, you know what, maybe this is a person that will fix our security challenges. We had the Chibok incident and all of that. But some of these challenges remain today. So specifically now, because hopes were high at that point, what would you do to fix security?
Well, what I would do, first of all, I would bring very strong political will to securing Nigeria and Nigerians.
What does that mean,
political will? Means that losing one life will be too much for me. Not to talk about losing hundreds, not to talk about thousands of Nigerians dying on, just within short periods of time. So
if one life is lost, pardon me, are you going to resign or
no,
how do you mean?
What I mean by having political will is, first of all, I will be very proactive in the matter of insecurity. I will not wait. I'll take the battle to the bad guys as the president of this country. And I will not wait for them to strike and then I come back and write the book of lamentations. No. So political will leads to proaction, not reaction. I will not wait for Nigerians to be killed and then I make statements. No. We will try to secure our territory. Number two, you need intelligence. Intelligence is very important in maintaining security. You have to have intelligence. You have to have your intelligence agencies working in a coordinated way, and you have to use intelligence, which comes back to political will. You may know what's going wrong, but you may not have the fortitude to do what you should do. Maybe because, for whatever reason, you see, but no reason is as important as the lives of a Nigerian. So these are some of the things. Then you have the matter of the police force, which needs to be completely revamped and reformed to secure this country.
In what way?
You can't secure this country. The police force is just 250 people, 250,000 people. That's too few. Go to Egypt. Their police force is almost 1 million. So we have to put more men and women and train them. It's not just bodies or numbers of police force, but they have to be trained. They have to be equipped. Their mindset has to be changed. If they had a different mindset, we would not have had NSAS.
And these solutions
you don't shoot citizens, but you're not shooting and wiping out the people who are killing citizens.
And let me link this now to the point you made about taking the battle to them. And I'll be specific now because yes, we can talk about those issues, but there are things that affect Nigerians. Take, for example, some of the kidnappings we have seen.
Yes,
and
that's
there's been this dilemma. Should we negotiate and rescue them? Should we take the battle for them? Some have said, bombard those forests. What would have been your call if you were the president of Nigeria?
First of all, even the army needs to be strengthened. We need to go into the forests and take control of our territory. You must take the battle to the enemy.
What about collateral damage in this case?
Well, you manage the risk of collateral damage. Do citizens live in forests? Terrorists are living in all these forests.
But abducted victims are in the forest.
Well, there are ways to rescue victims. We watch it in the movies, and we've seen it done in many countries. That's what I talk about, upgrading and also using technology. If we use technology effectively, I think we can be far more proactive against terrorists.
So let me take.
All right, my people, we have to stop that right there. Everybody is going to have just 2 minutes, and whoever that contribute right now, as I speak right now, we have 42 people behind that want to contribute. I believe all of them packed in. Before we were only having 9. Now we have 42 now. Maybe they want to contribute to this. So once you've contributed, please voluntarily, I'm not forcing anybody, voluntarily just say, okay, let me give chance like our brother Nice did earlier on. Okay, so now I'm going to start with Mr. Alex, who just joined us not long. Mr. Alex, please talk to us. 2 minutes. You only have 2 minutes because of time. I don't want us to sleep yet. Right. You
Okay.
have a lot of noise on your... Alex, are you sure you are set for this for now? Or we should come back to you again?
Yeah, just let the next person talk. I will soon get off from where I am. Thank you.
Okay.
Elvis, is it okay if I talk? I would leave it as soon as I'm done, so another person can come in.
Okay, thank you, Madam Rita. Thank you so much. Go ahead, talk to us.
Okay. I'm sorry, but Mr. Moghalu is. I see him as part of the elite. Seriously speaking, that's my own personal opinion, and
Why?
he's. I don't know. Okay, a man that has been in the corridors of power. A man that has been in the corridors of the elites, he knows how they behave. He knows what they do. He knows a lot of secrets about how Nigeria has been run. So coming out now, his style of delivery to me, there's just something behind that is not just that resonates something that's connecting him to the same cabal. I don't know. I don't have any proof right now, but the only person I respect so far, this is my personal assumption. The only person I respect so far, and I wish he was still alive, the former deputy CBN governor, Obadiah Malaifa. That was somebody who was like really connected to the people. That was somebody that was really talking about security apparatus and how things were running in Nigeria. He was forefront. He was even arrested. That's somebody that it's you can even if I don't know the man personally, you could feel, okay, this man is pain. This man understands what the people are going through. That's why I'm putting Kesti Moghalu now in the side of the elites and political class that controls Nigeria. I don't know. There's just something, maybe in the end, it might come out later, but that's what I'm saying. And when he was talking about security, I think he was just talking based on, to me, like I'm reading a Google expose by one professor, not a security expert. And I don't expect him to be a security expert, because I don't think that's his forte per se, even if he claimed that, he was involved in security and all that. But we're talking about insurgency. This is something serious. I expected him to say, I would seek the advice of experienced security chiefs, as well as using technology, so I don't know. Maybe my judgment, it's not about maybe my judgment. I mean, that's just how I see it. That's how there's just something that's not just resonating well with me and Mr. Moghalu, with all due respect. I think somehow he's still connected somehow to the political cabals of Nigeria, seriously speaking. And then, all this was in terms of the SARS, you look at all the things that have been happening in Nigeria. I haven't seen Mr. Moghalu come out, on the street or coming out to talk about serious issues. He's just talking on the surface. I don't feel he's not connected to Nigerians. What he's saying is what everybody says on their dinner table. He's not connected to the core Nigerians. And sorry, the last thing I want to say, the only person who is aspiring for the president of Nigeria right now that has come out, especially during the SARS, if we are to use the SARS as an indices to judge every candidate now, is only Omoyele Sowore, and I respect him for that.
Yes.
I respect him for that. Like I still said, within the political structure of Nigeria, a frog will be the president of Nigeria. A frog can be, except for divine, immaculate intervention. Thank you. Have a great day, everybody. I'll still be on the show, but I'll leave so another person can come in.
Thank you so much for that sacrifice. We appreciate that. All right. Please mute yourself. Who is that? Mute yourself. Well, I'm hearing the music from your side. Whoever that is trying, we have a one spot now, only one spot. Please come in on time. It's all about first come, first serve. You know, we have one spot. Madam Rita has just left. You know, the spot is already taken now. Man up and there is with us. You know, man up and there. Thanks for joining us. Let me move on now to, let me see who this Alex. I don't know if you are ready yet. Okay, let's give Alex another few minutes and go to someone else. Okay, Destiny.
Okay.
Destiny, please use 2 minutes, please.
All right, thank you so much, and I greet everybody. For me, like you said Sowore is not going to most of these big platforms. They are not inviting him. That is some of the reasons too.
Okay.
And like Tarita just said, I really appreciate her comment. Kisli Moghalu, if you follow him, he doesn't only talk when things is going wrong in Nigeria. He don't only talk. He always come out now during this election. All the time that things is happening, you are never. I don't know if any other people have seen it.
It's nowhere to be found.
It's nowhere to be found. Thank you. So that's why I wish it's possible. I don't know. For what we can do right now, I don't really know. It is very. I'm going to put it now. The space is too short for us to do what we are supposed to do. Sowore is the only person that can do things. When you listen to him, there was an interview meeting he had with. They said they are progressive Nigeria. They asked him about Moghalu. He said Moghalu is too quiet. If you really need someone to do something in Nigeria that is really radical to deal with all these people, that Moghalu is too quiet. And I have never seen Moghalu discussing that he will fight all this cabal when he go there. I have never said something like that. That he will prove anybody. He will do something. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Destiny. Do you mind let someone else use your space for now, then you can come back? All right. Okay, I think okay, good. Thank you for doing that automatically. So please, we have one space left right now. One space. Okay, someone is just taking that space right now. Okay, let's move on to.
Can I just contribute so that I can leave also?
We have 70 people trying to join this broadcast. I'm so sorry. 70 right now. This is too much. All right. I don't know who is speaking right now.
Comrade Omo, let me just contribute and also leave.
Thank you so much for that offer. Go ahead, Comrade Omo. Talk to us 2 minutes.
Okay. For me, just the way the other two persons have said. For me, I'm seeing Kisli Moghalu like he's a very soft person. He's too soft and he's kind of person I don't believe he can handle Nigeria. So I think Sowore, despite the country is like the country made a radical, but Babangida once said something that take madness to face the madness of this world. When Wiki said they need bad person, people are laughing and calling, and that is the truth. So Nigeria is not just a soft country.
You think Kisli Moghalu is too soft to handle Nigeria?
It's too very, very extremely soft. So I don't think even in the last election, 2019, when they were having debate and when with Sowore were even when they face each other, there's no this atom of equality, as in you don't face Nigeria with this kind of your talk table discussion, as Sarita said, maybe in dinner discussion. No, Nigeria is what we are seeing in Nigeria is, in short, it takes madness to face the madness of this world. So that's what Nigeria is. So for me, so I believe sure if outside the elites, the hold them cargo, the old people that we are trying to push out of the way. So sure is still my favorite. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother, Comrade Omo. God bless you. I appreciate that. As well. Thank you. Yeah. All right. We have a space right now. Please quickly take it. Just take it randomly. Take that space and join us. You know, if you are not fast enough, the space is not going to get to you. That's one thing about this our debate now. It's just the queue is too much. Take that space. We still have that space right there. But before someone comes in,
Mr. Dawash, can I speak and also leave the platform as well?
Yeah, I'm ready now. Mr. Alex is ready.
Okay, no, Mr. Alice, hold on. We have somebody who's offering us a space now. Just hold on. Okay, the space is already taken now. Okay, it's already filled up. Okay. Who was talking? Somebody talked earlier.
Mr. Jimoyamo.
Okay, Mr. Jimo, talk to us, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. Who has that dog?
Please,
go to bed. It's muted.
So, thank you very much. Let me quickly say one thing. There was something you said before. I think you were trying to echo the good comrade when you said that joining other parties to change the narrative, to join the parties. Yes, it is a very, very wise decision if we could do that, because it's the only way that we can be able to, these guys we are talking about now, Moghalu, Peter Obi, and the rest, that's our wish candidate. But we are just here and can't help them to be a candidate of any party, which means we are not even helping those that can help us. So most of the problem that we have lies with we, the citizens, as well. Because at the end of the day, we are going to choose from whichever one the party gives us, even if that is not who we want. That's on that side. Then forming our own party, somebody mentioned forming our diaspora party also. It's a good idea. The problem is 10 of us on this platform now can't even agree on one person. Just 10. So when you form a party when we are about 5,000, 20,000, it's the same thing that's going to happen. That's why I said that there is no party in Nigeria that is not devilish, because all of them have moved from one part to the other. They have already learned it. Going to another party is not an issue. But if we all move en masse, whether it's AAC, it doesn't matter which party, we will make a difference. We will definitely make a difference. Now, let me come back to the issue of Moghalu. In 2019, Moghalu was a member of the YPP. Now, 2023, he's a member of the ADC. You see, there is nobody that hasn't moved from party to different one, trying to find a good place for them to lead. Not because they want to, but they are trying to look for somewhere that can give them this platform. But Moghalu is a very, 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 very credible candidate, a very credible one. Let no one have any mistaken belief about him, that maybe he's not outspoken or, during incidences. But let me tell you this. If you want to play the politics in Nigeria, there is one thing I respect Obaseki for. That is the best way to go. You must play it cool, get in there, and take your opportunity. If not that he is now leaving governance because of structure or whatever, he would have been able to at least apply a little diplomacy. Because that one that he did, I think Moghalu and others, they will be very outspoken when they get there. It is not just because he's not speaking out now, because if you speak out too much, look, these people, it's a cartel. They have already, because they know that for them, for the rich to be safe in Nigeria, they need to keep the ordinary man poor. And that's what they are doing. That's the reason why the poor value those who give them food, than those who are fighting for them. Nigerians don't fight for those who stood by them. They fight for those who give them food. And that is what the elite is doing. They try to keep them perpetually poor. And that's the reason why all these guys are moving from party to party, trying to see if we can galvanize for them. It is not easy, you know. So I really support Moghalu if it will come, if we can support him. But it's not going to be easy because we don't belong to the party where he is to vote him. As for Moyele Sowore, for example, you ask yourself, AAC, who is contesting presidency with him? Anybody? Then you must ask yourself why. Because most of them know that if they contest there, they will not get up to 2,000 votes. And they are looking for those who will support them. So when you put all these things together, Nigerians, we are the problems of ourselves. We were able to govern. Look, let's talk about the youth. The youth were able to govern themselves to fight SARS, the police. Why can't the same use that same energy, come together and fight the political elite? Why can't they? Because those elites are the ones giving them food. And that's where they want them to be. Thank you so much. I'm out. Thank you, guys.
Mr. Jimo,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Please, you are leaving because you want to give a space for others. Are you still there with us?
Yes.
Please, I want you back again. Okay. I want you back, but thanks for this wonderful offer, but I want you back. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right. We have a space right now. Please pick it up. We have 2 space. That's a beautiful thing right now. We have 2 space. You can quickly utilize that. Mr. Alex, good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Good evening, everyone. I thank you. I've been listening and learning from you guys. I want to continue from where Sister Rita stopped, that Moghalu has not been involved with the citizenry problems all this while. You cannot give what you don't have. You're not passionate, you are not passionate. You cannot just start it when you get there. So I respect Sowore for that, even if I'm a diehard Wike's fan. So I want to say that Moghalu, I cannot trust him. I see him as a political green snake under the green grass. I don't mean to insult him, but that is how it is. He's part of the elite. He's part of these people. He's part of the cartel. So I just hope that we be able to encourage Sowore, who do not really have the capacity financially compared to other people, like the Tinubus of this world, even the Kingsley Moghalu of this world. I'm seeing Sowore being the best person, but he does not kind of have something like the financial bear with that. Thank you. It's okay. So for me, I stand with Sowore, but talking about reality of the financial power, the financial muscle. Yeah, I stand with Sowore. Sowore has been with us. He has been with us through thick and thin. But I'll give it to Wike because it takes a madman to really fix a mad country. It doesn't mean that the guy is mad. People are insulting him, but he just said the truth. The Fulani husband won't stop the killings. This cabal won't stop the looting. It takes a strong man to bring these guys down. I'm not saying Wike will bring them down, but he will do his best because he wants to protect his name as he has done in Rivers State. So if you want to look what a man can do, look at what he has done before. I'm not saying Sowore is not good, but I'm worried. Yes, that's the right word. I'm worried for his financial capacity and his, how he's going to get the wherewithal. People love him. The guy has sound ideology. He's a people and youth-oriented person with vibrancy and the vigor and the knowledge to do things. But right now, the reality on ground is that they may not allow him due to the way he has been campaigning. He wants to do a lot of things, and the cabal won't let him. Like someone said, it's a cartel. So for me, it's either Sowore or Wike. So I do not believe in Kingsley Moghalu. I don't believe in him because I don't get to see him in critical times. He's always hiding behind the curtain. But when it's time for elections, he shows up. So I don't believe in him. I'm not sure he's even serious. So that's it. Anyways, thank you so much. I will also leave for someone else to come in.
Thank you, Mr. Alex. Thank you so much. Thank you. We have Mr. Tiobala. Please talk to us.
Good comrade. Thank you so much. Hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you
so much. I really appreciate everyone for their contribution. First of all, we all need to know what is the major problem of Nigeria. We are talking about insecurity. What is causing insecurity? I remember some of my friends in Benin, in Lagos, and everywhere who were to be a good person, But due to the economic situation of the country, they all resulted in doing some crime on the other. I know I have seen many of them, though we not consider those crime now as being legal. We all know what I'm talking about. When you use computer and all that to, that's for on the other side. The reason why I'm saying all this thing is that when the economic situation of the country is not okay, definitely we will have issues. Here I'm in the US. I've never seen police on my streets, but the camera is everywhere watching me. If I do anything wrong now, before system will there. We don't need to be the strong man. We need to be the strong institution. As far as I'm concerned, I'm in support of Mr. Peter Obi. Reason being that over the years, he did not start from today because he wants to contest for president. He has been to Bangladesh, Morocco, another place, studying the economic system, even in the UK. See how it works to be able to replicate something in Nigeria's situation. Today, you are talking about the crisis or whatever. If you don't put people out of poverty, definitely you are still going to have many cases. How are you going to do that? By empowering the small-scale businesses and creating a neighborhood environment for other people to invest. For instance, I study in Nigeria. I know what it takes. I read, when I mean very good, but at the end of the day, all those knowledge cannot even translate to reality. But when I came to US to replicate that same study, and I found out that everything I was taught in Nigeria University is same thing here, but they are now applying it to real world scenario. At the end of the day, I can come out now, establish my own company or security or whatever. I can do something. What am I trying to say? Saying that we need to build a system that can empower individuals. That's what I'm talking about. Ever since I started contributing on this platform, I'll be talking about human capacity building. In Germany was the war hit during the Second World War. What happened to Germany? They were sending people to different countries in building individuals. Today we hear of German machine. Okay, let's talk about China. China 20 years ago, nobody knows them. They were sending students to UK, US to go and learn technology. Before you know it now, anything you use now on your system anywhere, even on your phone, is Chinese made, competing with the US in terms of economy. What am I trying to say in essence is that let's build this institution, let's build, look for candidates who have this requisite knowledge. If you check the opinion pool of Nigeria now, at least I've watched a channel television, many platforms. I see how Nigeria clamoring for Peter Obi. Reason be that he had led the government before. He reduced everything, talking about the governance, the amount of money they spend in governance. He reduced everything. Nothing like trace of corruption. He was able to leave money on with Anambra State government after spending 8 years. How many governments have done that in Nigeria? So this there is coming up now, telling you this is how you go to solve the problem of Nigeria. This is what we should rally around. It's not about this or that. And the guy has proven himself in all ramification. So that is my preferred candidate as far as I'm concerned. Reason be that I'm here studying in the US. I know what I faced in Nigeria before coming down here. I'm here on self-sponsor, not that I have a father or mother that is sponsoring me here. So the reason why I'm saying all this, I need a better Nigeria, and the person who I believe that can give us that enabling environment is Peter Obi.
Wow. Thank you very much.
Naja Wash, can I ask him a question?
Okay, I'm here.
This your Peter Obi. What has he done in his state for the time when he spent in governance in his state? What has he done?
Okay, thank you so much. You are fully aware that the bedrock of any nation development is education. Peter Obi moved Anambra State government from 26 in terms of education, move it to #1 in Nigeria. You hear where some small children, small girls that time, about a few years ago, where they develop an app using artificial intelligence and other technology to build, to do one or two things. What are we not saying, my brother? A nation that cannot build on education, that nation is dead. So Peter Obi have done that in terms of that, and again he was able to even relate with individuals in their system, building economy. What is Anambra? Remove Lagos out of Nigeria now. The next economic hub now is Onitsha. Why? Because they have built a system that works there. Tell me, ask me, I'm here to answer you, sir.
No, it's just only that I want to ask you. But anyway, I don't want to stretch this thing, because I know that man has not done nothing, but I don't want to stretch it. No problem.
It's okay. Thank you very much.
Opinion pool all over the world have shown, all over Nigeria have shown that many Nigerians want Peter Obi. There's nothing we can talk about him. It's already there. It's on social media. It's on the internet everywhere. The same thing that happened with Obaseki during the election. I was in Benin. I voted in Esanti Barak. That's what happened. Everybody was yearning for Obaseki. When they give Obaseki the ticket, people that collected money inside Esanti Barak, people were sharing money on that APC. They collect money and vote Obaseki. And I thought Obaseki had lost that election. When they were counting, I was surprised. When the will of the people, let it be done.
Niger Watch, can I contribute mine, and so I will leave?
No. We don't want anybody to leave yet. The space is already fine for now. I'll just hold on, brother Nice.
Because you said you have almost about 60 people at the backstage.
Yes. Most of the numbers have been decreased now. Okay, and we are almost rounding up. We're almost going to be rounding up soon. Let's move on to Mano Bendel. Mano Bendel, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Please, we'd like to hear from you.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Niger Watch family and viewers at home. Thank you for bringing a fresh name in the name of Kingsley Moghalu. Yeah, he's younger than the usual group. He appears to have a better communication skill, but that has not transcended to good numbers because he's been mostly dormant during non-partisan time. I don't want to also share too much. I know him. He was here for a long time. He's a gentleman, and I'm happy that he's doing what he's doing. But I'm sure that he will do better than Buhari, 10 Buharis. I'm sure that he will do better than Tinubu. I'm also sure that he will do more than all the old guys. So the point now is that whether or not he's able to sell himself to the real core of young people, that is the $1 million question. I don't know what he's doing or what he has been able to achieve so far, but I can guarantee you that on the international level, that is how Nigeria will present herself internationally, I think he will be one of the best among all of them, because that's what he specializes in. So Nigeria will probably very quickly get a good name, and he knows the important indices to strike at to change the global perspective of Nigeria. And then I think that at some point, we say people usually follow the crowd. So when things start working, I think the generality of the Nigerian populace may just buy in. I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming, but I think he's a good guy. I don't know if what we need is brute or brain. So if we need brain, I think Moghalu is good. If we need brute, you can talk about the other guys. I think the one person that has both is still Peter Obi, even though he's not talking too much. He has the experience. He knows the Nigerian politics, and he knows where to touch, especially regarding these security issues. I saw him talking to people in Borno. He was very clear how he was going to go about it. So I imagine that Peter Obi is more prepared or better prepared than all of these guys. The only problem is that he's not a new generation. And yes, he's not a new generation. But he's somebody that can also be seen as a proper Southeastern Nigerian, and that will also reduce the whole problem of this agitation, because the agitation is causing a lot of, is rocking the boat a lot. So even if we bring people from other regions into power and the Southeast is not well represented, the agitations will continue. There will still be all kinds of infighting. That is not going to give us a good start. So looking at that, I would prefer that we look at our brother Peter Obi very well. He's experienced, he's calm, he knows the numbers, he knows what he's going to do. But I cannot guarantee if he's not part of the old brigade. So in my opinion, I still stand with Peter Obi. But if they can let Moghalu represent us on the international desk, it will be a very big plus, because I can almost trust him on that. That's as much I can say. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate you, my brother. Thank you very much for your contribution. Let's move on to Mr. Okundaye. Mr. Okundaye, please, I would like you to talk to us if you can hear me. Okay, Mr. Okundaye is not right there right now. Okay, let's move on to Kashi. Kashi just joined us right now. Kashi, how you doing? Good evening to you. Can you hear me?
I'm very well, thank you.
Okay, so you are joining us from where? Can you hear me? Okay, Kashi joined us from Lagos, but I think our network is not very pleasant right now. Kashi will come back to you again. Let's move on to Samson Scott. Samson, Scott. Okay, no. I think Samson Scott, you've contributed already.
No, good evening. No, I only contributed on that of the former topic.
Okay, go ahead. Talk to us now. 2 minutes, please.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Nanjawo.
Thank you.
One thing is certain, that if we must make a change in the Nigeria system, we must all come together to speak one mind. Today, Nigerians are, they are crying of a hardship, saying of this, that. Sometimes it's just how we just see it. All of us will just embrace it. It is not done that way. Because if we say Moghalu is a quiet being and he cannot do more, we are not going to take to separate him from Mr. Buhari today. It's also a quiet type. So why am I saying this? It's not that because somebody talk more, he will have a lot to do, or one don't talk, he don't have anything to do. Sometimes the quiet type are the most dangerous type. So what I will just want our Nigerians to do is just for us to be calm and do away with all this. Peter Obi, he has done this. He brought the education sector to number one, or all those things. Let us do away with Wike, because Wike has said it. If you must fight a madman, you must be like a madman. A madman cannot treat a madman. So one person that has that experience is no other person but Showore. If we all agree to speak one mind and stand for this young man, because just as earlier you said, it's like he's so quiet for some time. Sometimes the guy is, it's like it's somehow you just be doing something. You don't see one that is supporting or assisting. Like one will just say,
Yeah.
I'm fed up. You understand? So it's not that it's really quiet, but I believe it's reconsulting. You understand? But it will be better for all of us, all Nigerians, to speak one mind, to think well, not just to rush to say because this young man have nothing, the party not well recognized, or it's not from this particular side or from this. If we give him
No,
a try by
because of time,
assisting him, it will
now,
make
please.
a difference.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So
Thank you.
Nigerians make a change by assisting Omoyele Sowore. Thank you.
God bless you, my brother. Thank you so much for your time with us. I would like us to move on. I don't know if Kashi, if your network is good now.
Yes, it is better. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Good evening to you. Good evening to you, Kashi, joining us all the way from
Good evening,
Lagos. Talk
Niger
to
Watch.
Yeah, what's your take
Okay,
on
good evening, everyone.
Moghalu and all these presidential aspirants? What's your take on that?
Okay, concerning the video you just showed us on the screen concerning Kingsley Moghalu. Well, I like the fact that he's talking about being proactive, yeah, and I like the fact that he's below every other age group of the presidential candidates that has been coming up. But I really just feel everything he said is scripted stuff. Like he probably just rehearsed it and he came forward to just tell Nigerians what they want to hear. Because
Oh no, network. Nigerian network. Can you hear us? All right, Kashi is struggling with our network right there. Kashi, we can't hear you right now. I think you need to reinforce. So before that, let's move on to Mr. Okundai and then to the engineer Ken. Then we'll come back to Leftist Etoya and prepare to round up. Kashi must come back to finish that statement. We need to hear that. Mr. Okundai is not available with us. Engineer Ken, please talk to us.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, well done, my brother. This other guy that you posted his video, I don't think that guy has the capacity to run that country. Because before now I've not heard about him. I've not seen what he has done, and I look at him like a man that is going to dance to the Fulanese. If given that space, or that chance to become the president of that nation. The only person that I would throw my vote to, Sowore is a very great guy. He's my personal friend. And if he's given that opportunity, I believe he will do excellent well. But there's going to be a war if Sowore comes in, because the elite will not bow down for him. They will not. It's going to be a war, because it's going to force them out of power. It's going to reduce their salary. It's going to deal with them. So because of that, those people will know they will not want AHC to even excel to that level. You and I know the truth. So the only man that we want right now, that I feel that is going to fight this fight to the fullest, will be Ezewike. Maybe after Ezewike, someone like Sowore can now come in to clear it. Right now, Nigeria is like a thick jungle that is filled up with thick woods, with big forest trees that is over 200 feet above the surface of the ground. They need strong machines like bulldozers and excavators to put them over, to break them and climb them. So that is a wicked. Then after then, to clear the weeds, to plant and other stuff, then someone like Showore can now come in. Because Showore has no army, but Ezewike has an army. He has an army and is ready to fight and die. He is that man that I think Nigeria as of now need. Because look at that thing that just happened in the north. That small girl, we're just been, because he called Mohammed or whatever, that girl was just, they murdered that little girl, they burned her to ashes, and the presidency is just keeping quiet. None of them is saying anything about it. So we need someone like Wike that will go to that state and shake it and turn it upside down.
Don't forget that the president is Fulani too.
That is why he's supposed to act. Because they say sanity begins at home. That's why he's supposed to act. He's supposed to sanitize his own home. Those are the reason why he's supposed to speak up. And make sure those guys do not hide their face. Their faces are all over. In that very campus. So but he refused to act because they're all the same thing. So we need someone like Ezewike, a man that will take the bull by the horn, a man that is ready to knock compassion in anybody's head and bring it open, and make them to pay for their crime. If that girl was your sister or your daughter, will you be happy? It's so painful, my brother. The death in that country is more than right now. For the past 3 months, the death in that land is more than the death in Ukraine. It's more than the death in Ukraine. But the media houses all over the whole Federation of Nigeria refuse to speak out because all of them is being controlled and owned by these devilish politicians. Thank God for Nigeria Watch, who refused to be compromised, who refused to be bribed, who refused their evil money and say, I will fight for the fightless, I will fight for the voiceless, I will fight for those ones that have strength to fight for themselves. Mr. Nigeria Watch, more grace to your elbow. Our ancestors are happy of you, and this fight that you are fighting is going to lead us to the glory of Nigeria. Look at that beautiful lady just now that the network was kind of bad all the way from Lagos. We have people right now coming in from Nigeria all over. Remember 2 years ago, I told you that this platform is going to blow. That when it blow, will you be ready to handle it? You said, yes, Baba, I will handle it. Now it has started. It's not yet blown up yet. So this is just the beginning. And we are ready to take this platform and to make Nigeria Watch to become a political guru that will be checkmating all these evil politicians. This is just a little ice of the drop for them. We are coming for them. We are coming for them because enough is enough. I pray by Almighty God for Wike to take that PDP ticket. And if Wike change, my brother, we will flog him. We will flog him. We will flog Wike if he change. But I believe that it's not going to change. That it's going to do the will of the people. Thank you, and that's my take for now.
Mr. Nigeria Watch, can I ask all of you a question?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, my question to all Nigerians is, don't we think that religion is drawing us back in that Africa, in that Nigeria? Religion, I believe religion is among what is drawing Nigeria back. That don't make us to move forward. Don't you think so?
Religion as in what way?
This Christianity, Islamization, and this ethnicity, everything together. Like the North want to be more superior than the South. The South,
Yeah.
Okay, look at what like the issue that you just spoke about now. The way they leash that guy. That one is hatred and religion. Those are the things that join us back.
Hello, sir. For this question you just asked, I don't think religion is a problem we face in Nigeria. It's a leader that have been a problem, like what the last speaker just talked about. If, for instance, like he mentioned Wiki, yes, I respect him for that opinion. If, for instance, like if person like Osi Bajo is the one there, I say Osi Bajo, sorry, Obasanjo is the one there. Do you think all this nonsense will be happening in Nigeria?
No, it won't happen. In
So it's
1998,
leadership failure.
Obasanjo finished all of them now.
Leadership failure.
Okay. This is the question that I'm asking now. You people are answering what I'm saying now. It's because
hold on, Brother Nice. Brother Nice. The problem is this, is the Christian religion that is weak. Christianity in Nigeria is weak. The Christianity leaders in Nigeria, they refuse to act. The Christianity leaders in Nigeria, they have been compromised and they are weak. And I'm saying it to them. You understand me? Christianity in Nigeria is the worst Christianity that ever happened. You know, the Muslims are busy killing you guys every day by day, and none of them have ever talked about it. None of them have never demonstrated about it.
You know the reason why? Because Christianity preach love and tolerance. That is why.
This is not about love.
I think this should be a matter for another day. It's a different matter entirely. We'll discuss this.
You saw this one now in the social media. Do you know tens of this kind of this type of thing is going on every day by day? That is not being shown in the social media. Do you know? So if Adeboye, if all those leaders in Christianity, if all of them should march out with their crowd to Aso Rock and share the gate of glory, that they need justice to that girl's soul.
All right. Arjuna Ken, thank you. Brother Nice, that's okay. It's okay. Thank you. Both of you, thank you. Like my brother Teobala said, according to your question, Brother Nice, is leadership. So we shouldn't be diverted. That's part of the things that we are still talking about right now. If we choose rightly, choose the rightful person in coming 2023, religionism, anything at all that is affecting us can be put in the right place. So it's still leadership. I don't want to emphasize on religionism right now. That's not the topic. We need to create another day to talk about that. If not, we'll be diverted. Let's see if Kashi can finish what she was saying, if her network is allowing that to happen now. Kashi, can you hear us? Okay, network is not allowing that. Okay, I'll go back. I'll go to, okay, we have her back again. Kashi, can you hear me? Unmute yourself. You need to unmute yourself. You muted yourself. You need to unmute yourself. We can't hear you at all. All right, let me go to Leftist Etoya. If you cannot get Kashi right now, after Leftist Etoya, we need to round up. Although we have people calling in, let me pick 2 calls before Leftist Etoya. Hello, good evening to you. Please, you have only 1 minute. Talk to us. Hello, turn down your system, please. Turn down your device. Your name, sir. Where you join us from?
Yes. My name is Eda Igbe Nicholas.
Okay, go ahead. You have 1 minute, sir. Go straight to the point.
Yes. The point is this, Mr. Niger Watch. Good evening to every one of you. Good evening to the panelists and the viewers. And good evening to you, Niger Watch.
Thank you, sir.
You see, we say, like, what I want to say is that if we can fix Nigeria, we really need to speak one mind. We need to hold one goal. And we need to know our problem. I understand that we Nigeria, we don't really understand our problem. If we understand our problem, that we really have, just like what the Kenyan just really said, if we really know that there are big mountains that we need to push down in our country, Nigeria, if we really know that there are big trees, there are power drums, there are corrupt people in the front line that we need to bring down. We need to, if we know all those things, then we know what we need to do. Like as that brother from America said, we don't have leaders in Nigeria. We have rulers. In Nigerian politics today, we have rulers. You know, leaders is always fight for your interest. Where rulers sitting down decide to rule you from generation to generation, they're sitting down there to corrosive ruling you. So we have rulers in Nigeria. We don't have leaders. It is this ruler that still keep ruling on. That listen, you guys should be looking at what these people are doing. Like Tinubu said the other day, he said he's a youth. I don't know if you guys are following up Tinubu campaign. Tinubu is following everywhere in Nigeria. If guys not taking, I repeat, mark this word. If guys not taking, APC will put Tinubu upon us. And if guys not taking, PDP, you see, PDP have opened their tickets. They did not sue their ticket. They leave it open. If guys not taking, PDP will still put another Fulani upon which is person of Atiku Abubakar. Are you listening now? All this destroying machine, because I know that Showore is a demolition machine. Wike is a demolition machine in the other side, but it's working for a party. The party that Wike belongs to, PDP. Wike is all his blood to work for PDP. But I know he can demolish some part of the state of demolition. The person like this, Peter Obi, is a robot who have is a machine who have to get in a good place. But the problem is this: these people, they will not allow them to allow that place. People want to take power from APC. This is the problem we are having now. APC want to retain power. So if we cannot stand in one mind, especially we that are speaking in this platform, I know everybody is entitled to his own opinion, everybody have different ideas. Then we need to hold one rope to say the tree cannot make a forest. If we are advocating for Showore, we hold Showore strong. If we are advocating for Wike, we know Wike.
Thank you. We need to go now. Thank you.
He's running to Asoro, but he don't know where the rest of the people are running to.
Thank you.
He's running to Asoro.
Thank you, my brother.
Let us hold one rope and let us do what. Just like what.
God bless you. No, we don't have time.
One second, please. Since I've been following today's day is as it is. A large question, one powerful question, I would need to put it on another day to debate about it.
Yes.
Religion. I'm an elder in the church. Religion is.
We'll talk about that another day, sir. We'll talk about that another day. You just said that. Thank you, my brother. I don't want to cut you off. Please, we don't have time. Thank you. God bless you. Yes. All right, my people, we cannot just stretch it like that. Oh, I already picked somebody up already, and I just cut off. Please just give me a second. Okay. Yes, my brother Lucky, please talk to us. 1 minute. Go ahead. Good evening to you.
Yeah. Okay. Good evening, everybody.
Yeah. Good.
I'm listening to the program when you are everybody is commenting. Please, we said we just give only 1 minute. Please, I will make everybody support Peter Obi. I believe he's more intelligent, he's more better. Okay, I'm sure whether he's my fans, he's my best man.
Your network is very please. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you, my brother. Yeah. Okay, that our brother said Nigerians should support Peter Obi. You know, that is the only man that can change everything right now. Okay, let's move on. We have someone who just joined us not long. We lost him as well. So let me go to Leftist Etoya to take over from here. We are rounding up in the next 5 minutes. Leftist Etoya, please tell us your take and round up the show.
Well, thank you very much. It's a good topic. As far as I am concerned, I know these are politicians. Most of them are not really that they are politicians. And the people we need to lead us, to take us to the promised land now, are patriotic leaders. And probably somebody who's not among any of these cabals. Because I'm foreseeing that apart from really who is different entirely, who is who has not played with these people, though he has not been up and doing because Nigerians are not supporting him. Our Nigerian youth are not really putting force behind him. So as such, he seems not to be speaking loud. It's not like he's not there, he's there. But because of the problem Nigeria have, which is Nigerians, that's why it seems like he's not serious. We are deciding the next president, and here we are, still deliberating on some of these cabals that have been there, trying to come and tell us they can do better. Let's follow history. Again and again, they go and they come back. They come back telling us they can do better. They go and another set among them come back to tell us, yes, they can do better. But we still don't see changes. We are still where we are. It's even getting worse and worse every day. I just believe if I have my opportunity, Nigeria should stand up and take over the country by revolution. A typical revolution. Let them shake that country to a standstill that even the leaders will be afraid for their life. I think that's the best thing, because what I am saying, we're still not going to go nowhere if by February we are choosing from some of these cabals that have killed us before, that have tasted power, that have stolen so much from our purse. I don't see any of them being sincere. No one of them will tell me that they didn't steal. Even if they stole less, no one of them so far coming out now to say, yes, I was the governor before, I want to come. No one of them will tell us that they actually were so transparent. It's just only their salary they were just taking. They didn't pocket pick from the states they represented or from the people they represented. So what are we not talking about? Here we are. None of them will tell us they never had things to do with the cabals. None of them. So if we keep on saying that we should still pick from these people, the same politicians, well, anything could happen. There could be changes, but it's going to be very difficult. Because what I'm saying now, I'm still saying this cabal playing the drum for many of us to dance, and we are dancing towards them. So talking about Kingsley Moghalu, yes, he's a smart man. Yes, he's eloquent. Yes, he's quiet, but we shouldn't judge him with his quietness. It's about what you have in your head and the plan you have for your country. Can he really take the position and deal with the people that needed to be dealt with? Can he really take the position and do strong restructuring? Will he have that boldness and support? Because what we need in Nigeria is somebody that is patriotic, that have no interest, that is not afraid to die, that will face it head on, that will do it the way it should be. That is the person that I think that will take us to the promised land. It's not really going to be easy. If any of them have such plan, then that is the persons we will look out for. The country is really dying, is suffering. All we are talking about, the best thing we want now is restructuring. Restructuring will take care of so many problems we are facing today. Then patriotism, putting the right institution like the police, the courts, on their toes. The judiciary, yes, on their toes. You see things, it will be like miracle. You see things falling into places. Making sure that data, everybody is captured. You cannot do anything without your NIN or whatever they call it. You see, everything will regulate, because whatever you do, you will be you go in for it, just like the European countries, developed countries. Whatever you do today is written on over you. Anywhere you go, where they go, there they see it. You seek the drug you take, if you commit crime, anything you do is under your data. So even if you go to Sokoto, you commit in Sokoto and go to Lagos, they'll, oh, that's why you came here. You did this before. It will be following you. So where would they have these things in place? There's no magical. It's going to be free for all. So which leader is ready to do this without fear or favor? Somebody just being killed in the north for talking. And you hear the northerners, some are saying yes, he insulted their prophet. Is the prophet bigger than God?
Lefties, God bless you for this question.
Is the prophet bigger than God? Most of us insult Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, let him at his own time judge us. If I insult the prophet, let him at his own time judge me, not you. Nobody has the right to take life. And you see some of these northern people, you see them, they know what is happening. They are just coming to social media to come and tell us we are sorry. They are bringing nobody to book. Bringing nobody to book. And that is a country. Somebody should meet it. Dolite, please.
I've done that.
Yes, they are bringing nobody to book. Look at Abu Bakr came in, he wrote. The next thing he did, he deleted his post because the Northerners were threatening him. They're not going to support him for saying that bring some of these people to book that is going to prosecute them. Most of them are coming up to tell us lies on social media, which is actually the truth, that they know what they did. Before they went to do it, they already had backup. They already planned it. The security couldn't say it's a lie. They just want to make that killing because of who? Religion. Is Sharia law more than the constitution of this country? You see why we are saying that? We need a leader that have the power to put things the way it is.
Lefties, do you know what surprised me most? They said they went to go and take that. They went to go and took that girl from a police station, from a custody where that girl was ID.
It's not police station, brother. Nice. The security in the school.
The security in the school. Okay, why can't the security secure the life of that girl if they are not complicit with those Fulani?
It is story. It is story, brother. Nice. Just leave those stories. These are stories. These are stories. This is what they do in their region. You cannot talk to Muhammad, but you can insult Jesus Christ. You can insult God.
All right. We have diverted.
No. Yes, we have diverted, but I'm just saying that because it's just what is trending now. Where we have President Mohammed, General President Mohammed, whatever he call himself, because I'm not interested in his name.
Leftists, hold on a second. 1 minute. Mr. Najawo, this is very important. The president candidates, those ones that wants to run for position, they need to speak on this matter.
Yes.
So the ones that are deviating from this matter will know that it's not serious.
Many of them are not even talking about it. I'm not sure if any of them have talked about it.
That is why I am talking about this. They are not talking about this matter because they are afraid we talk about the matter. The Northerners will not
support them.
I know what I am talking about.
My own opinion is that I would prefer they didn't talk about it because you want to clean that power. If, for instance, you need a vote from the North, just use it to get the power fair. Because what we are trying to do here is that if it is PDP or APC, let's find a way to enter inside them and do something. That just is a strategy. Even if they don't talk, people should not blame them for now.
Bro, what are you saying?
Okay,
you said we should go into PDP and APC. What are we doing there?
No, what I'm saying is that if, for instance, we have a good candidate in APC or we have a good candidate in PDP, and that we believe that, okay, he's talking about, one guy was talking about Wike just now. I talk about Peter.
Wike is coming from PDP.
You understand? My whole point is that if, don't worry, Wike cannot just go and start talking against the Northern now when he need vote from them to be able to get into that ticket. If he's able to get that presidency, I bet you he will deal with all of them.
Okay, I understand where you are coming from now, Mr.
All I'm saying, we need a patriotic leadership. Who among these people? Let's not
A
look.
leader, not a politician.
Let's
leader.
not look. Let's not look at whether somebody is quiet or not quiet. No, you cannot use that to judge. Gra and quietness get their different place. Let's not look at them. Among these people now, who is a patriotic Nigerian that can actually take this country to the promised land? And if there is one among them, is the people ready? Is the people seeing that? You see, the divide and rule, Mr. Jimo has been talking about, is what they are actually using to divide us. Why at the end of the day, they will now put numbers together and get just few votes to support who they are projecting. You see the problem. It's still going to be a very big problem. At the end of the day, they've already started doing it. So it's going to be a problem. Nigeria should rise up. I'm just only begging Nigerians.
I think we should do this topic. We should do this topic, especially on this religionism. I talked about it this morning already, and I want us to talk about it again on a different topic where we can actually analyze it in depth. But for this one now, I don't want our debate to be, longer than 3 hours anymore. We're already 3 hours right now. Please.
Yes, let's just round up then.
Let's round up on this one. Maybe tomorrow we'll come back again to talk about this particular one that just happened that is currently trending on social media. I appreciate every one of you for joining us today. For those of you that could not join the screen today, we're sorry. You know how it is when we just start. The traffic is very speed. Please mute yourself. Somebody's
I'm sorry,
unmuting.
I want to say something, then I leave. I wanted to say something, then I sign off, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. So I'm sorry for what happened, that I just opened my camera and all that. So I'm sorry about that. I have to apologize. For me, just few points. One, Peter Obi is good, but the problem I have is the party. You understand? Because those parties, as I used to say, is that PDP and APC equals to 419. Peter Obi cannot do it alone. If Peter Obi is there, it will be very difficult for him. So Percy, we just want neutral from PDP, APC, and all those smaller parties that involve with PDP or APC. We don't want that. So if we can, for me, if we can support Shogure, the way we have to support Shogure is that it's not, we are just calling Shogure, but whatever I do for that party, AAC, I'm doing it for myself and for the future of my children, for the betterment of Nigeria. You understand? So if we can do it as Carnival, we can see we can get it no matter what. That's my own submission. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you so much. We have a caller right here. The only call that we're going to pick right now. My brother, Wilfred, please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis Najawash and great panelists. Yeah, I've been trying to join, the panel, but it's been bombarded with a lot of, guests. So I said, let me just call in to deposit my little sense. I've been listening over 30 minutes, submissions from various contributors and the panelists. There is something I just want us to understand here as Nigerians and as a passionate, patriotic Nigerians that we are. The status quo we're talking about changing it is actually not going to be changing this 2023. You know why? We've been so divided. Even here in this platform, we have a lot of, so many divisions amongst us. And that alone is not even bringing us together to say, you know what, let's agree on what we want to see changing in the status quo. Now, that brings us back to the system, the political system. Believe me, we need to wake up to the reality. I'm not saying this to to sway anyone to go and vote for PDP or APC. But believe me, come 2023, APC, either APC or PDP, party candidate is what they are going to feed us with. And one of these parties is going to emerge as a presidential, winner that day. So what we as a people should start thinking of is we have a big problem in the system, and the problem is this: the law, the Constitution. The Constitution, that's the foundation of our problem. And that is why you see it impossible for a person like Moghalu. He has a credible story. He got vision. He's a patriotic citizen. Person like Oshowore, a dogged and intelligent man who got something upstairs. So because the Constitution has kind of weakened most of these guys, that they cannot even aspire to get to that position. So what do? We need to begin to start to sensitize the people who always go there to give us the vote. Okay, this thing has been happening for over 22 years, and we've seen no changes. Are they not tired? The people should have been tired by now. So the only way we can make them realize that they need to stand by us. We need them as our backbone to request, to demand for a constitutional change, like we will say, restructuring and all that, so that if we can have the people mad pressure, it hurts me that NSAS could not actually yield that result, that changes we are yearning for. So we need something that we can throw out to the people there to say, this is what we need to start doing. Because either you believe it or not, APC or PDP is going to emerge. Okay, we do not have time to start campaigning for some. I wouldn't want to say we don't have time, but the time is too short. Okay, I always use this as an example. When Sowore lost 2029 election, what did he do? Sowore knew that he was not going to win. But he first of all wanted to use that avenue to test his popularity. And I was so disappointed at the return of his people. He was turned down. And the guy said, you know what? Okay, let's try another dimension. Revolutionary protest. The guy started calling for revolution. Revolution was not to hijack, was not to take arms. No, it was what we saw on NSAS. That was what Sowore was actually calling for. I think it's high time we start looking deep down on Showore's vision.
Yeah.
We should start looking deep down what that guy really meant for Nigeria. So Sowore know that the only solution to Nigeria problem is through a peaceful revolutionary protest that can hold the government stand still to say, you know what, we are tired of this 1999 constitution that was given to us by some elite who didn't include the full political region in the nation. So what we need to do now is to bring everybody on board to say this is how we want to be governed. I think that is what we should start looking deeply into, so that whenever or when next we have either somebody who is going to be a PDP or APC in that seat, this is what we'll be doing. That we don't want a change that we allow someone like Sowore to come out from any party to be able to contest an election, to allow somebody like Moghalu to come out. So if we are failing to do that, we keep having the same issue. It's going to keep recycling.
Thank you,
because the Constitution has bestowed so much power on this political elite that they will keep doing this rule and divide. So I think we need to go closer to the downtrodden, to have more conversation with these people, letting them know of the danger ahead of time if we vote PDP or APC. So like me, if you ask me, I'm not going to vote any party, any individual from APC or PDP. I will also urge some of my panelists to start rephrasing from having that idea that you will send a blameless, let me use that word, a blameless person to APC to go and remain blameless. No, he is going to be corrupt. because they are structured it in a way that if you are a saint and you go there, that is what happens to Iranomigo. That is why I do not actually subscribe to what that guy does, because he was fighting this cabal. You cannot fight your enemy with their own tactics. If you want to win, you have to go think outside the box. My enemy has been using these tactics in defeating me. Okay, look at what happened to David and Goliath. David was small. He didn't say, let me go and put on big shoe, or let me go and carry big sword, which Goliath always used to fight it. He said, no, let me think out of the box. He did, and he defeated Goliath. So if you want to defeat your enemy, do not romance, do not go and stand in the same point whereby you know you're going to be
All
telling
right,
them this is the same.
Mr. Wilfred,
So you
we
have
need to
to
round up
deploy
now.
a different measure and a new
Thank
measure.
you.
You need tactics
Thank you,
to be able
Mr.
to defeat
Wilfred.
this enemy.
Mr.
So my
Wilfred,
people,
thank you.
I want us to be wise,
Thank you.
and
Thank you.
we need to pass this
All right.
message across to the downtrodden, to the local people, so that they should
Thank
know
you.
who to vote for, not APC or PDP.
God
You
bless
better
you.
keep your vote than giving it to any of these parties.
Thank you, my
Thank you,
brother.
and
I
have a good
appreciate
day
you.
in Nigeria.
Thank you so much, my brother. All right, that one, our brother, Mr. Wilfred, all the way from America. I think that's the last call for today. Thank you very much, everyone. Like I said before, I appreciate every one of you. We need to round up straight away right now. Tomorrow is another day. Let's continue to speak what is right. Stand for the truth at all times. It doesn't matter who is watching you, and it doesn't matter who is involved. Say it as it is. If you are scared not to say the truth, you are still going to die, in case you don't know. If you say the truth, you will still die. So don't pretend. Say it as it is, because the pains is just too much right now. The pains. You live abroad right now, that's even fine. What about us that's in Nigeria right now? The pains is just too much to bear. So let's continue to say it as it is. I appreciate every one of you. Now God bless you now. Take care, my people, my panelists. I appreciate you all for joining us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I want to say, Tiobala, you've made a lot of difference today. I want to say, please continue to join us so that we can be learning from each other. I appreciate your contributions today, to be honest. And Samsi, Scott, thanks for joining us. Brother
you, sir.
Kundaye. Yeah, thank you. You are welcome, my brother. Brother Kundaye, thank you. Virginia Ken, thank you so much. Adolai Wash, thank you. And every one of you who joined us today that's already off. Yes, I appreciate every one of you joined us today that already left. And some of you sacrificed your position for others to come in. I want to say thank you so much. If not that, a lot of people some of the panelists wouldn't have had the opportunity to join this screen today at all. For those of you on the comment section, I want to say thank you so much for your continuous support. Some of you started with us from beginning, from 1 minute in these minutes that we are right now. Thank you. Mommy, the aspirant mother of all. We can never say anything here without not mentioning your names. Your name. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. And God bless all of them. Harry Finest, I can cite you right there. Rita Adams, who joined us earlier on. Kashi, all the way from Lagos. Thank you very much, my people. I wish I can mention everyone's names right now. I appreciate you all. Please continue to support us, share our videos and like, although we didn't get enough likes today on this particular video, but it's okay. Appreciate you all. I know sometimes some of us or many of us can be carried away by what we're talking about and forgetting to like and share the video. But although it's not too late right now, you can still carry this link along with you. Go help us to dump it in any social media platforms where you belong. And I'm also going to use the opportunity to tell those that will be playing back this video later on, if you are just joining this platform for the first time, please don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to Naija Watch and click the notification bell to be notified whenever we are live, or any of member of my team we are live. Okay? Please, my people, always leave your opinion in the comment section. It doesn't matter how you leave it, as long as you're not insulting anybody. Express your concerns over what we all Nigerians are currently facing, or what we have been facing since the creation of this country called Nigeria. Express your concern. A lot of people read your comments and learn from it. For me, I love feedback a lot. If you have anything you want to say about me, put it in the comment section. Send it to us on our WhatsApp group, WhatsApp number. I don't mind. I love review. I like feedback a lot. It doesn't matter how you leave it, but please make you not insult me. I beg. That insult kills effort. Why a good constructive feedback motivates you to do more, or rather to do better. Thank you very much, my people. Now here now go join.
My brother, you forget one thing though, dollar sign. Don't forget that, please. Thank you.
Yes, my dollar sign is right there. You are right. Thank you very much, my brother. I don't like for reminding me that. They know they give me dollar. I don't know why. Dollar sign, every comment when they comment since when I jump dollar before I comment. Dollar did there. Before I comment, the dollar sign they look on the blinking eye is right there. You know, now they give me dollar, you know. They give me dollar now generator. I think they talk to now. So generator. I think they talk for Nigeria. You know how it is. Although I know some people now, some bad people will say, who's saying you? Nobody's saying you. See, I'm doing you a favor. You should appreciate us. You should encourage us to, you know, to do more for you. All the panelists that is always coming here to talk to you all the time, they have other things to do, but I think this one is very, very significant. Why? Because it's affecting you and I. Thank you. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Naija Wash family. Bye for now. Lefty Setoya, thank you very much for your time. And I'll say, make we draw the curtain right now, my brother.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Go school.